quick recap and we can get going.
Hey, last week on Shadow Under the Mountain, D&D, Ebron, we had just finished a rest in the sewers trying to recover something that was stolen from the Lorandar cousin guy, who was building us, or he was building a submarine and we could go on it. We got into more or less the boss room, which was kind of like full of pipes, new, old, some vessels that were kind of glowy, and then a great big one that was really glowy. There were a couple of dragonborn guards who told us to leave and stuff, but we wanted our stuff. No go. Fight. There then came a glass cannon tiefling looking thing that Dell destroyed with her panther stuff. Once we were out, we got our brass vessel container thing to take back to Jericho. Put it into his machine. We assume it was all working. Took Goliath back with us. Apparently the horns were not natural, not a tiefling, halfling or half elf. The following morning, we get on the ship and go and get the grand tour. Pretty cool. A few days in, cuttlefish, and that was neat. Dell almost died 3 times.
Good questions looking at the map. I assume all the crew is still alive.
Yeah, the combat happened outside the ship.
Yeah, we went outside.
So
Like, that was part of the
stayed in.
contract of us coming on to this voyage, was to effectively protect the vessel.
I'm assuming the guy at the helm is the captain.
Yep. This guy is Jericho Lorandar, the guy who's been hosting the whole thing. He's testing out his new ship. Everyone else is basically faceless, amorphous NPC people who are technicians for the ship, kind of running it.
I'm just curious why one of them looks like the Targaryen from House of the Dragon.
Because those were the half-elf icons I pulled out.
Fair enough. Last thing, I'm slightly confused. You said that the shark is Dell, but I also see Dell in her bed.
Yeah, because Dell spawns tokens when she wild shapes.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We came back in and then I was like, I'm going to bed.
Oh, okay. I was very confused why there was 2 Dells. Thank you for that.
Okay, so I'm assuming we, yeah, I hate that. Are just like post battle kind of coming back in. Is that where we are?
Yep.
Okay. I think we said something along the Hypers.
Yeah, we stopped basically the Maelstrom powered back up and started cruising along forward again.
Okay.
That's where we cut it.
Everything looking clear from your end there, Captain? We're just a little...
Seemed like you handled that a good treat, though. I don't think it damaged the hull.
Excellent. Do you or your people have plans if things get damaged underwater?
We have some repair plates we could slap on if there's any significant hull damage, and we're skilled at building these things, so we can hopefully repair them if need be. But hopefully not too much damage. I mean, anything catastrophic might not be recoverable before we drown.
Yes, I suppose I was just hoping that you had thought of this, and clearly the options are as extreme as I had feared. I'm going to sit for a bit. Thank you.
It's not that much different than an airship. If you're up in the airship and something attacks you up there like a dragon, you're probably in for a bad time as that thing crashes down in flames. We just have a different set of problems.
I have magic to help with falling. Or not falling. Not so much here.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Very good. Carry on. And I would like to at least start to initiate a short rest.
I mean, we're going to get a long rest before anything else happens. So,
Oh, good.
Okay.
I was about to ask. We go ahead and do the short, long rest, or
yeah, unless there's anything anybody wants to handle before anything further happens, then we can assume we get a long rest in before that
Okay.
happens.
What's the move speed of this vessel, by the way?
Fast.
Okay.
AKA, the DM didn't decide.
I was just wondering, like, when combat was happening and people were trying to swim about, was the boat still moving?
No, it got stopped.
Ah, okay.
It's faster than a surface vessel, so it's probably hitting like 40 knots or something like that. It's stupidly fast. Like it's not something that you could easily hit like with modern technology, even as a submarine, because it's being assisted by the water elemental that's in the core of the back, which is basically slipstreaming the whole thing and providing huge levels of thrust. Because elementals like to go fast.
Thank you.
So if there's nothing else, it's a relatively idyllic journey. Like there's lots of corals and everything like that you guys are passing by that you can see out the various windows all along the sides or at the front. There's tons of strange wildlife you're passing, things you've never seen before or only heard stories of. But it's also, you notice as you're continuing along, even though you know it's in the middle of the day, it's getting darker and darker as you're going further forward. And you don't think that's because it's night that's coming on. It's just you've got a slight downward slope that you've been going, you're chasing away from the sky above. After the long rest, when you guys wake up the next morning, so you can take that long rest if you need to. After you wake up, it is fairly dark outside, but you also hear a mild klaxon going off from forward, which would wake all of you up if you aren't already awake.
A mild what?
Klaxon, just like an alarm kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a major alarm, but it's like just a notification kind of signal. It's noticeable, but not alarming, so to speak.
so like it's like a notification sound, but not like an emergency alert.
Yeah, like when the cuttlefish attacked, there was a loud clanging sound that was going off, which
Mhm.
was much more alarming. This is more of a bonging sound.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
So
just the Discord notification bell then.
I was
It's like a
thinking that
bong,
I was
bong,
like, oh, the ship's
bong.
getting a text message.
Exactly. Naturally, I'm already awake. Because I never really sleep.
Yep.
This is at what time of day?
This is I mean, it's hard to tell it here. It's around 8 a.m. though.
Yeah, I'd make my way to the head of the ship just to see if I can figure out what's going on.
As I come up to the front, is there anything unusual out front or on the sides that we can see?
It's fairly dark outside, but you can still see. It's like a dark, like azure blue out there, so you can still see around you. But it seems relatively clear. Not like there's a lot going on. Like some of the
Okay.
places you've been have had a lot more life than right here. But as you walk in, Jericho looks around and goes, "Ah, good. I thought you might want to see this." We're coming up to the edge of the world.
Do you mean the myth is true? We'll fall right off.
In a manner of speaking.
I turn and look towards Dell like I am no longer comfortable.
I'm looking very confused, like, what? I'm not familiar with the edge of the world thing.
Is this
Virgil has no concept of the edge of the world. Virgil's player is face palming at the idea that flat Earth theory is real in this game.
is this much like seeing a mountain, or the opposite of seeing a mountain? You're on top of a mountain looking down?
It might be accurate to think that all of Corvair is a massive mountain that's based on the seafloor, and we're coming up to what I think is a great cliff at the edge of where that mountain springs up. Where we'll finally be able to plunge into the dark.
This is not the dark. I see.
Oh no, I mean, look outside, you can still see the light.
Oh my. You know what's waiting out there, Captain.
I have no idea. I know Evergleam is out there. I know roughly where it is.
Excellent.
We've seen horrible things wash up on beaches that I'm sure come from areas down there. We've heard stories of things like Kraken and all kinds of other horrible beasts. It'll be a fun time.
Those stories are even remotely half-truths. I hope we don't encounter them.
I do too, but I do tell myself that the Sahuagin have managed to make out some kind of a life in this place, so it clearly can't be that hostile. We just have to avoid the worst of it.
When he mentions Kraken, I make a very loud, like, like exasperation dog sigh.
Hey, Scoob.
I mean, you handled those cuttlefish. I'm sure we won't encounter anything much worse than that. Oh, and here he comes, and he gestures all of you forward.
Up the Kraken or the edge of the world?
Right?
I'm sure it won't find anything worse. Oh, here it is.
I'm like a little kid at the aquarium.
Oh, boo, why are they all not real pictures?
The Mariana Trench.
Someone thinks they've actually developed a craft that can go all the way to the bottom of that now. I am not going to test it.
I'm entirely ready to welcome the next billionaire who thinks this is a good idea. May their sacrifice not go to waste.
So as what you guys can see in front of you, this looks like the ocean floor comes to an end, and then it's just blue out beyond that.
Do we get the sense that we're looking through the water into something else that's no longer water, or like does it seem more like the water goes on forever?
More like the water goes on forever.
Okay. Interesting.
And that edge quickly comes closer and closer as you're looking further and further over it. You keep seeing that it's just more and more blue and darkness below you until you finally cross over that border and you see nothing below you. And then the ship starts to deep further down, deeper, and plunge down.
Do we get the movement of like a submarine when it's diving? It throws you kind of back from the
Yeah,
plane,
you feel the whole floor like tilt forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge amount. He's not like doing a deep dive, but it's definitely aiming downward.
I hope the chair that I'm sitting on has a back to it. I'm leaning very hard into it if it is.
They're mostly
I'm-
stools.
I'm
Oh,
holding
no.
on to. I assume this like inner ring has some kind of bar somewhere that I can just like hold on to and grab.
Sure.
Just something to brace with.
Well, I'm not sure how long we'll have to go before we get closer to the bottom, wherever that might be, but we'll likely be diving for a while, so get comfortable.
I sit cross-legged on the floor right where I am.
And like as you go, it's going down. Like it's not terribly rapid, but you can definitely notice that even though you know it's early morning, the light in the area is dimming as you go deeper, as you're diving away from the light.
So previously, you had said that like at night and stuff, we could see like out in the distance like little blips of light from the various kind of bioluminescent things.
Yep.
Is there anything like that at all, or is it just like solid, like dark?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
It just looks like blue.
Okay.
Like there's a bit of a haziness in the water of like just slight amounts of detritus that are floating around in there, like
Mhm.
krill and things like that, but not anything dense enough that it really stands out at all. Just sort of fades into nothing.
Very surreal.
Like on that picture, if you look at the bottom section of it, it's just kind of like that. It just fades off into darker and darker blue as you look down. It's difficult to get any kind of sense of scale because there's nothing to compare anything to looking out. Every now and then you might see like a school of fish flit by or something like that, but it's not a whole lot. It seems mostly empty. I said at the very outset of all of this, we were not dealing with pressure. Corvair does not have underwater pressure because I don't
Okay.
want to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. It's been stuck in my head. As soon as you said he's not diving too fast, but he's still going at a reasonable pace, I'm like, okay.
That's how the entire campaign ends. Get a bit lower and then just done.
Yeah, worst TPK ever.
It's the underwater version of Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, as you keep diving deeper, the light eventually fades out almost completely. Jericho hits a button on the controls, and some what looks like searchlights of some kind kick on outside and cast beams forward into the water, hitting nothing. But you can see them lighting up some of the detritus out there. So there's like cones of light shooting out. And as it goes further, the final traces of light from above are eventually vanish. And you're carried on through the dark. Still going down.
Are the lights in hopes that we don't hit our terrain? Do you have a way to anticipate that?
We have sensors that can give us a basic idea of what's around us.
Okay.
It's a very broad form of blind sight, but it gives us an idea of what geography would be. It won't help much against anything active.
Of course. I this is unsettling, and so understanding that you've made preparations for some of these unknown things is comforting. Thank you.
Well, we can move the beams around. It's just I don't think there's a whole lot to see out the sides as we're going. I mean, look around. There's not a whole lot out here. So if we're lucky, we won't encounter anything too worrisome. And we probably have a few more days of this before we reach Everglades. So
A
Like I
few
said-
more days?
we're about halfway through the trip.
Whew.
But think, just about a week's worth of travel to get to and from Evergleam. That would be great for trade.
Yeah. Very tired.
Well, I can't do much about the scenery. But think of it this way. If things get exciting, you're probably in mortal danger. So, being bored is probably a net positive on the whole.
Yeah.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with W.
Water.
Correct. Well done.
I didn't
Your
know you had
turn.
eyes.
That was the thing that you just guessed last time.
He needs an upgraded creativity chip. Or augment. What do they call it for you guys?
Virgil's just looking at Lyra eagerly, waiting for her to have her turn.
What do you mean?
Well, she guessed right on the I Spy, so usually by rule.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't play the game. Actually, she doesn't know the game. Like, it's not like, oh, she just isn't playing. Like, she has no clue why you're staring at her.
After a while, he gives up.
So the feeling I'm getting from most of you is that you're feeling rather nervous with all of this. It becomes difficult to stay nervous over the continued time that you keep diving and nothing continues to happen. Everything seems very stable. You're continuing to move down. Light seems like a past thought into the never-ending night.
Are there lights to this vessel?
They are, but they're plunging forward into nothing.
Okay, I'm just curious, like, the immediate around us, can we see, like, various fish that you've never seen before at, like, higher up, like, at regular depths?
Not really. Like, you can, if you're watching forward through the main view screen, you might see a fish occasionally blip through one of the beams of light,
Okay.
but there's not a lot. It's mostly empty space. Like, before, you were traveling along the bottom of, like, coral reefs and things like that, which were just chock full of life. That doesn't seem to be the case here.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it's dead. It's just mostly that there's nothing around, and life tends to prefer where there's stuff to eat and things like that.
Is the interior of the ship well lit or like dimly lit?
It's well enough lit that you can easily do anything you need to. It wouldn't qualify as dimly lit.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, are we just like a glowing beacon going through the water?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, from the outside, all the little portholes along the side would all be lit up.
So Lyra's just looking around, imagining what it would look like from the outside in a dark space, seeing this moving through space, basically.
So, I know you said it's hard to keep the nervousness up as nothing happens every day, but I feel like the nothingness and nothing happening would make my character feel a little bit nervous, like something's bound to happen sooner or later kind of thing.
It's one of those, like, it's the line between, like, nervousness and dread.
Yeah.
Like, you keep expecting something to happen, but it's hard to maintain, like, the high level of anxiety when
Right.
nothing happens.
Yeah. She just has
So
like
you're still like, it's going to be bad, but
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I think as we go on, I think what I would start doing is in the morning every day, like make everybody gather up so I could ritually cast water breathing just in case, because I'm like, nothing happened yesterday, might happen today, you know, kind of thing.
The day you don't do it is the day you need it.
Right.
And on that, the rest of that day is going to pass without incident as you glide deeper into the dark.
Drums in the deep. No, wait.
The day after that, around noonish, if anyone's paying attention, Jericho will set off the bonging notification alarm if anyone's interested.
Mm-hmm.
But that he's going to be pointing out to you is that you're passing through what looks like a field of jellyfish.
Ooh. Are these
And-
like the like glowy kind of jellyfish, or?
They're not glowy; like you can't see them until they get into either the beams that you're getting cast forward, or when they get close enough for the lights from the view screen going out to light them up. But you do notice that, like, as they're coming in close, they don't actually hit the ship at all. They seem to get swept up on a current that's traveling around the ship.
Oh, interesting.
But it's the
Yeah,
first real signs of life that you've seen as you've been plunging down.
Yeah, I was gonna say my plan was I have essentially decided that I am part of the crew and that is my station. So that's where I'm going every day.
And they're like, these are large jellyfish. Like, I don't know if you know what a lion's mane jellyfish is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that size. So like
Wow.
8-10 feet across, but not causing any kind of harm or damage, just sort of gliding gracefully past. And that day will pass without incident as well. I think that's bring us into the 6th day.
But yeah,
If not-
we had like a couple of days of travel before we ran into the cuttlefish, right?
I think it was 3 days.
Okay.
But on the 6th day, you will again get a bonging sound, and moving up forward, Jericho will point out that you're approaching what seems to be the seafloor.
Ooh.
And as you're watching in front of you, you will start to see lit up, which just looks like an infinite tract of sand, like an underwater desert.
No, like large like bone carcasses or anything, just endless.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
You do see some life down here. Like there's strange things that seem to be sticking up out of the sand, but you're not sure at first glance if they're plants or if they're some kind of worms or something like that waving around, or something
Oh,
else even more
yeah.
complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But the ship does sort of right itself and just start coasting along just above that ground. He aims a few of the search beams further out and further down, so you have a better view of the ground as you're passing by. But everything else beyond that is just pitch black.
Is the goal to just follow this until we somehow find our destination?
Jericho reaches forward and taps on one dial in front of him. That's a compass. So I know which direction we're going. And I know where on the map Evergleam is supposed to be. And they say that Evergleam is almost impossible to miss.
Very well. Okay.
So I'm sure we'll find out what they mean. We are on course. I have no reason to think otherwise. I don't think my equipment would be failing.
That's reassuring.
House Lorender is famed for their navigational tools. And it's not just our skills, it's in our blood, so to speak. And other than that, nothing else is going to much happen with most of the rest of that day, though later on, coming on close to evening, you do hear the bonging again. And like, if you're watching outside, it's again just like endless sand almost the entire way, with occasional spots of some kind of life, but nothing you've really seen. One time you managed to see what looks like mostly devoured whale carcass flips by
Ooh.
underneath. just mostly skeletonized by this point.
Yay.
Eventide would be like fluttering around while we're traveling this whole time, like not just today, but the whole time. Just, visibly anxious, like playing with their hair, playing with their antennae, just not having a good time. You stuck a flying creature underwater.
For a while. Anyway,
I miss
when
the sky!
you might get back there someday.
Well, that's encouraging.
When you show up to the cabin to find out what the bonging sound is this time, it's very obvious. Loretta doesn't even have to mention because there's 3 Sahuagin floating outside of the front of the ship, sort of hanging on to the
what?
front. Sahuagin, the fish people,
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
and you can see that they're. It's hard to make out because they're in the lights of everything here, but they do carry what look like the same kind of pendants and jewelry with the crystals in them. So you can assume these guys are from Evergleam.
I totally wave at them.
One of them cautiously waves back. But it's not the one who appears to be the leader of the party, who Lorander is trying to communicate with hand signs. And it's clear that they're in the middle of some kind of a conversation or negotiation. It doesn't like they're using any kind of actual language, but just trying to communicate general intent.
Captain, if we yell, can they hear us?
This is pretty thick glass and steel, so
Just asking. I have ways of communicating.
I want to mind link with the leader of the group.
okay.
Crap, I'm trying to remember why we came down here.
Do you want the out of character answer?
Yes.
Okay, 2 reasons. One, we have proof that we killed the brood of the lurker below
Okay.
to get some sort of reward, apparently. And then the
Okay.
second was to go and see the Carlossa, which is the sleeping giant that would end the world if it woke up. That's what has the little crystals in it that are infused with the Irium thing, so we can get into the.
We don't want to mention the Carlossa then. That's what I'm getting.
Well, no, that's like the crystals are embedded in its carcass. That's where all these people get their little necklaces.
Got it.
And we want one so that we can go further into the prison.
We were told to bring proof when we killed the brood of the lurker below.
Proof when you killed the lurker below, that's what you say?
Of the Radix, you said the brood of the brood.
Yeah,
of
like
lurker below.
the spawn of.
There, yeah. However you phrase it.
And my link, does that let them answer back?
Oh yeah, like we have a full unlimited words, everything.
You get back, oh thank God. It's impossible to communicate through this thing.
I know. He said it's really thick glass.
Well, I assume it's to keep your atmosphere in with you so you land breathers don't die.
Much appreciated, I'm sure, but it makes communication terrible.
We'll work something out. What's important that you need to know is you are getting within about a day of Evergleam,
Okay.
but you are, and he sort of leans forward and points the direction you're going. You're going that way. It's that way, and he points about 5 degrees off.
And I mimic the motion.
Right.
And I hold it and I'm like, Captain, we need to adjust to that heading. according to the gentleman there.
Oh, okay. And he starts spinning a wheel, and the ship turns.
There we go. I think that's right.
The guy outside just knocks twice on the windscreen and gives you a thumbs up.
Yes.
And you get back through the mind link. We'll escort you.
Much appreciated. Thank you. And I relayed to the captain, he has offered to escort us.
You do get the impression in the mind link that it wasn't so much of an offer.
I'm not telling the captain that.
Okay. I'm saying the implication was clear.
Oh, absolutely. It was very much a statement, demand. Captain doesn't need to know that.
It wasn't impolite, but it was very confident.
Official. Yes. And the mind link, just so you're aware, stays open for 1 hour. As long as I'm within 60 feet of the creature. So if there's anything that they need to relay or any issues or anything, they can relay it.
There wasn't anything that you needed to say. And we'll take you past that evening and over the night into the next day before you start to get close enough for anything to really happen. And as you do, again, bonging sound as things start to happen, and Jericho summons everyone to the front. You'll see in front of you that there's a glow in the distance. And it's hard to make out, but it seems unusually bright. It's hard to make out what it might be, though. As you get closer, that glow is going to coalesce itself into disparate points of light. As you can see what looks like, eventually, it looks like there's a coral-created city nestled into the nooks and crannies of what looks like a really large cliff face that itself is also dotted with little points of light here and there. And the city itself is gleaming. It's just, there's lights all over everything. There's embedded into the walls of the city, and it's practically daylight in there. It all seems like they might be the same kind of shards that they're carrying in their jewelry, but it's built into their architecture. It's on posts all around the city to cast light. Everything is brightly lit.
Like, how far out were we before we could start to see this thing, like, in the distance?
As things are starting to resolve and you can try and get something kind of a sense of scale again, you can think you were probably about a mile or two out.
So it's sizable then.
Oh, it's a significant city. Like, it's hard to say, but maybe a population of somewhere around like 30 to 50,000. Like, it's larger than Shadowgate is, as an idea. It doesn't have walls, though, because walls kind of make no sense at all underwater. And as you're pulling in closer, Jericho tilts the ship up to get a little bit more height. And as he does so, you start to notice that the structure that the city is nestled in against, that you thought were cliffs at first glance, those don't seem to be cliffs. They don't seem to be rock, at least. It's almost like there's some kind of a giant... It's hard to tell even what it is, but some kind of giant serpent or something like that. That, like, the thickness of the body must be 200-300 feet high. That's on the bottom of the ocean.
They built their city into the side of the Carla.
It's probably a good guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting vibes of the asteroid monster in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
That's a choice.
That's wow.
After a few more hours of travel, you eventually pull in close enough that you can start being guided into. It's a fairly open space that's tucked into the city, but it's just currently unused. It's clearly not intended for this kind of a purpose because they haven't had any trade with surfacers in any real effect whatsoever. So they're just kind of putting you wherever they can find a place for the maelstrom to fit. And Lorander eventually slows the ship down and it comes to a halt.
Well, Captain, congratulations.
It's very good. Successful trip. Hopefully the way back is just as easy. I have some trade to discuss with these good folk. And I'll be using the ship here as the base because the Swagan can breathe air and I can't breathe water. So hopefully they'll be amenable to come in and have discussions. But I'm told that you also had business to conduct here.
Yes, I'm not sure who we'll be seeing, but we shall return.
Now these are a fairly structured people. So we should probably allow them to greet us first before we go off all over the place in their town. Make sure we don't disobey any of their particular rules. I've never been to Sohagan City. I'm not sure many surfacers have. Let's make sure we're clear on the customs before we cause any kind of international incidents that could cause issues with trade.
Are the guys still on the front of the ship?
They seem to have left as you pulled into the town.
Okay. Before
there are others that are swarming around, though.
Okay. Does one of them look to be like lead?
The one who seems to be directing things isn't close enough for you to mind link to. He's about 100 feet out. But like, there's other guys who are swimming in close, and like they're attaching chains to the ship to tie it in place and things like that.
Okay.
There's like chains with like big hooks that are attached to bits of concrete on the ground. They're like hooking it onto the ship.
I want to mind link to one that doesn't look like it's hefting anything heavy. Not necessarily, it doesn't need to be like directing anybody, because I just have general questions, but I don't want to like startle them and have them drop whatever they're carrying, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for like the most, I don't know, whatever. And I'm trying to figure out how I would say this. Excuse me, friend. Can you give information on proper greeting customs in your city?
The guy very obviously grabs his head and goes, "Oh!"
I'm so
like
sorry.
Freaked out about it.
I'm so sorry.
There's a greeting party coming.
Thank you so very much. We just didn't want to be inappropriate, and we want to give honor to you guys for allowing us in.
Mind communications are inappropriate.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
There are too many things in the chasm that do this.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to intrude. I just, again, I am trying my best to be honoring of you guys.
It's fine. You're outsiders.
Is this whole conversation still happening in the mind, or is she now switched to right? So we haven't a clue that she's just completely snaffled.
No, you just see some dude outside the ship jump out of like out of his skin.
Love it.
And like, I turn back to everybody a little frazzled. There's a greeting party on the way.
Jericho pipes up
Do
with,
you know
I'd be
this?
surprised if there wasn't. We are expected.
What was
We had
that, Glimmer?
communications with Sahuagin who came to Sharn that we were going to try and open trade. They know we're coming.
Okay. Glimmer, you had said something? I'm sorry.
How did you know that there was a group coming?
The same way that you and I talk sometimes. Apparently it's very rude, and I didn't realize it's
Unless it's
inappropriate.
expected, maybe don't break into people's minds.
It's not a break-in, it's just a conversation. I'm not breaking into your space when I talk to you.
In the middle of your
Gesundheit.
conversation, I go up next to you and like stand on my hind legs, and I'm like, magic.
Yeah, I would be like, ooh, 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 me too. And you would see her like focus really hard and scrunch up her face like she's trying to think really, 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 really loud.
You almost have it, Eventide. Keep trying.
Oh, I'm getting there, I'm getting there.
Virgil
imagine-
doesn't have
hold on.
eyeballs, but if he did, he would be rolling them.
I totally imagine Eventide focuses so hard she ends up farting.
We're thinking
Well,
the same
I was
thing.
gonna say she's like scrunching up her face and she has like her fist by her face and she's going like while she's thinking really, really loud.
It's just little like.
It'd probably work better if you had some thought in your brain to begin with.
So rude.
It wasn't me this time.
No, it was the dog.
I just hand sign to talk.
But you
I
even
don't
have
know
a
why
dog.
they don't just do this. It's so much easier. Exactly.
And a few moments later, there's a banging on the hatches at the rear of the ship. And the Randar pops up and makes his way quickly down. Popping in briefly into the storage room before popping back out with a small chest. Is everyone staying in the control room?
Oh, no.
Did he expect us to follow him? Oh, okay. I'll head down.
I don't know what he expected, but I would definitely follow.
Well, he
Sorry.
did gesture like just with a quick way, but he didn't stop
Right.
to make sure that you guys were following.
Mm-hmm.
Just not expecting that to be large.
Couldn't even see really
That was
what it
big.
that background.
Oh, that's scary.
That's a face.
I don't like these tokens. There, that's less threatening looking.
So are these meant to be Sargoin? Oh, I can never
Yep.
pronounce. So it's their city. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they're all Sahuagin that you can see flying around.
Nice.
And there's a Sahuagin outside of the portal there that you can see there's a few others out there as well that I'm not going to bother throwing up. But this one is more in what looks like fancier robes that are kind of hanging off of him. They're not really covering him in any way, but they're like a festoon of frills that are hanging down around him and swirling in the water. They're covered with like little cowrie shells and things like that. He also has a staff that has a trident tip on it, but it looks more ceremonial than functional. Whenever we'll move over quickly, work the hatch, and it'll hiss open and reveal again like the wall of water that's sort of not really coming in at all. And that guy will swim forward and step through onto the deck.
I slowly step closer to Glimmer.
He'll sort of give a huff and spray a little water out of his gills before taking in a deep breath of the air. It's been a long time since I breathed air. I assume you're the air breathers that we were negotiating with? And he's looking around for whoever might be the leader. And the Rander will step forward and go, yes, we were in negotiations in Sharn. I brought the required gift. And he holds out forward the chest. And the guy takes it, sort of weighs it a little bit in his hand, and just hands it through the water where somebody else grabs it out of his hand and pulls it back. Oh, it's good. There are a few things to discuss before we move further into negotiations. I understand some of your people may have other business in Evergleam. And he looks around at the rest of you.
Correct.
Then we are a rather controlled society for reasons that we can get into, but it's complicated. As a result of that control, what I'm going to suggest is that we have an agreement that you keep yourselves to yourselves and your own interests and practices, and we will keep ourselves to our own interests and practices. If we have an exchange that we need to make, that can be arranged, but I'm just asking for a lack of judgment or consideration, or at least waiting for explanations on why things are the way they are before taking any kind of action. I don't know that there's anything specifically problematic culturally between our peoples, but I want to establish that as a basis for moving forward.
With that in mind, I'll step around. The business that we have we are clearly unfamiliar and unsure where to go or if our actions are appropriate. Is there some sort of guide we could perhaps negotiate, or what are the limitations?
A guide could be assigned, but it would depend on what interests you have in Evergleam. I am uninformed as to what that might be.
Some time ago, we went to visit an island and came across a party from Evergleam. I'm assuming some sort of boundary patrol.
We control our territorial waters and demand tribute from those who pay passes through them, yes.
Yes. And they were aware of an enemy, I suppose to say, of Evergleam, and would ask that we bring proof if we defeated it. We have proof of the spawn of the lurker below that was plaguing Delethla.
Emphasis on was.
He's clearly trying to. What did I? Sorry, I just lost all of my cameras. I'm trying to remember. There they are. Delentla Island. Delentla in your tongue would be. Oh.
There was a horrible alien demonic whale
I believe I know the island you speak of. It is within our waters.
And the thing
And
that
you have proof of this achievement?
I
Yes.
will bring the vial out or whatever and kind of shake it.
I'm sure you understand we would need to ascertain the veracity of that. It could just be some form of goo.
Uh,
Not that we doubt you, we just require confirmation.
Of course. And we were also told, and I kind of slightly gesture towards. I'm assuming they have the same like glowy necklace.
Yeah, everyone that you see around here is wearing something like that. Often multiple pieces.
The opportunity to obtain one of our own crystals. I'm not sure what to say it in your tongue. The essence of Irium.
We call them the pearls of the Kalasa, but whatever term you use is adequate as well.
I don't know
I'm
the.
sure some trade could be determined. I mean, they don't have much value to us, if I'm honest. They're a byproduct of our harvesting of the Karlasa.
They're beautiful.
I suppose.
What did you call them? The pearl of Carlossa?
Pearls of the Karlasa, yeah.
Okay.
I suppose one loses sight of the beauty of a thing when it's commonplace. They do make Evergleam stand out among other Sahuagin nations, though. Our Karlasa is the only one that bears such a thing.
I would find that to be a blessing of sorts, would it not?
Each Karlasa brings its own blessings, which somewhat defines each of the Sahuagin nations. It's lucky you're in contact with us. We are much more amenable to discussion and trade than most of our cousins.
Fascinating. I apologize, I don't know much of your customs or anything, so everything I'm kind of gleaning as we go here, and this is fascinating information.
If we seem on edge and militaristic, that is why. Sahuagin are, by nature, a perturbable race. We're given much to internecine conflicts and are constantly fighting each other over power and supremacy. Probably doesn't bother the surfacers much.
You're not much different than the surface dwellers.
I'm sure, but the waters do serve as a significant barrier.
That they do. I can't say I've ever breathed water. Can't say that I'd ever want to, actually. Not
You're
built
about
for it.
to, dear.
Yeah, get
Oh.
ready for that experience.
Oh dear. It's like
If
visibly pales.
you
I
want to
don't
have
like
that,
it either. This all sucks.
if you want to have that vial confirmed as a mark of the achievement that you've claimed, not that I'm doubting you, it's just before we send our own people to try and take over that island and gather its resources, we need to know that it's safe. And
Of
the
course.
lurker in particular is a... What do you know
Obstacle?
What do you know of the lurker below?
Not good.
Some legends. We are aware of the nature power of the thing.
Do you not know where her prison is?
Prison?
Most of the demon lords are imprisoned.
Oh.
That's why they're not rampaging across the surface or the depths of Corvair.
Specifically, no, but we have been investigating um things like that.
Then you've stumbled onto something terrible. And I'm about to potentially give you distressing news. You're much closer than you've ever been.
To the prison of the lurker?
She's imprisoned. We don't know specifically where. We do our best to avoid that kind of knowledge. We do know that it's in the depths of Khyber, and the connection to Khyber that is closest to where she dwells is at the depths of the chasm on the other side of the Karlasa.
Oh my.
Wait,
Oh,
real
okay.
quick pause. When we went through that portal before and we gathered all those crystals and stuff, did we never found out where we went to through that portal, right?
Not specifically in Khyber, no. But
Okay.
Khyber underlies like the entire globe of
Yeah.
Corvair and everything.
I was just double checking that, like, still our characters didn't really know where we went to.
Also, Kyber's not really Euclidean geometry. It's like things are weird there in a way that they aren't on the surface. Distances and time can be unhinged from reality. Like a lot of the demon lords, because you found this earlier in your discussion, a lot of them are imprisoned in basically like little demi-planes that are stuck in Kyber somewhere. And some of the locations are known, some of them aren't. So we don't know much about what dangers lie in the chasm. I would recommend you do everything you can to avoid that region. Do not pass across the top of the Karlasa. As near as we can tell, the Karlasa and the light that it brings does its best to keep the darkness in that chasm at bay. Though things do climb out of there every now and then.
We have no intention of trying to butt heads with things of that sort, but I'm afraid that our paths have now crossed, and I don't know what kind of scrutiny will be put upon us from those dark, terrible things.
Hopefully it won't bring anything out of the chasm while you're here. But Evergleam has stood here for eons as a guardian against the depths of the chasm, and we will stand against whatever comes out again. But taking out one of her spawn is a bold task that you would be rewarded for.
How and where should we take this?
I will have someone escort you to our Council of Elders. Some of them have the kinds of arcane skills that will allow them to verify the substance that you have in the vial. And then we can discuss a reward. I believe I know what they might offer you, though, given all of this. I'm hoping you're not thinking too much about material wealth.
To be frank, this was not our primary purpose for coming. So,
And what is your primary purpose then?
For your
For the-
pearls.
Okay. I believe I know what might end up happening then, but I'm going to leave it as a surprise. It's nothing bad.
Forgive the apprehension. I just don't know that we understand one another's cultures to determine that yet.
I believe the council will offer you an honor, and I believe that it would be best to leave it to them so that they do not reprimand me for going outside of my post.
Of course. I believe we're ready whenever your escort is available.
One moment, and he sticks his head into the water out there and just starts making a call out, and another Sahuagin from further out swims over and signals like with a fist to the chest kind of thing to the guy. He says, "This man here will escort you, and I will continue to do business with your captain here."
Very well. Lyra, dear, come here. One second.
Yes?
And I put my hand on your chest and I cast a quick spell. Speak your words through your mouth, not your mind. Then I cast tongues on you, and then I cast it on myself. I can do this perhaps one more time if someone is wanting to translate.
You said speak with your tongue, not with your mind thing out loud?
Yes, to her.
At that, the guy will turn to the two of you and say, "Yes, that is a cultural taboo that you should avoid here. Many of the creatures that come forth from the chasm use telepathy to invade people's minds.
Yeah,
It makes one nervous about such things."
I was kind of born with it. Sort of.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We won't judge you for that. Just avoid using it unless absolutely necessary. We will find it frightening.
I learned unintentionally.
I have one more opportunity if anyone wants. Otherwise, we can translate.
You're muted, Arlie.
Yeah. I said, nah, you could hit me. That's fine. With it.
Hit you with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm now out of 3rd level spells.
Oh no.
Quick question. Glimmer understands sign language, right? I can't remember if
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, when you're saying if anybody else wants it, he's going to just quietly sign to you, "Not even tied."
So I think at least Torque, Virgil, and I know the sign language.
Yes.
It's just the 3 of you who do, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we need
then
to start teaching you guys the alphabet and sign.
three people with tongues. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Or even tied.
I can speak Sylvan.
Does anybody else speak Abyssal or just me?
Just you.
Still does. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm looking for all our crossovers.
I've got no mission thieves' cant on top of common and sign language.
Like, I've got one language I know nobody else speaks, so I'm not even gonna ask.
Me.
Does anyone happen
Actually,
to speak Sahuagin?
nope.
I don't think that's an option.
No, it's not.
This guy is speaking to you all in common, but when he's sticking his head out and barking orders at people, that is not common.
Yeah.
I then respond to his person. Please lead the way.
He seems a little startled at you being comprehensible. And you also notice, like, the guy who was talking to all of you, he's also like, he's got one guy who's come in to serve as you as a guide. He also sent one other guy racing off ahead of you, presumably to notify them that you're coming. But that was before anyone cast tongues.
Hmm.
Yep, and he'll gesture you out into the water, and you can deal with that however you want.
Well, we should have the water breathing because said I was starting to do it every morning just
Yeah.
because. But as we're going out, I'm gonna shift into a seahorse and attach myself to Lyra's backpack. Float around.
And this, what did you say? It was like the Hall of Elders that we're going to?
The councils of
The,
elders.
the council.
And he'll escort you along. Like he's flying high up. Like there doesn't seem to be anything really like streets in this city. Because why would you need to be traveling along the ground? So like everything's encrusted on top of itself, like some kind of massive coral reef. There doesn't really seem to be an order to it, but you're not sure how they would have convinced the corals to grow in the specific patterns that they have, because it's not really. It's not like they carved out corals and built things out of dead coral. It's all built out of live coral somehow that they've convinced to build out into the buildings that they use. And like you notice a lot of the houses, they don't actually have like solid walls. There's small little holes all over through the coral. Not that you can easily see through them, but there's clearly a flow of water that can pass through everything.
That's cool.
Is walking through water like is there some natural resistance to this, or is it just like walking on a regular street?
Why are you walking? There are no streets.
So everyone's swimming there then?
Unless you want to walk on people's houses.
All right, I just assumed that like once you got out, we were like walking along the seabed.
You could, but like the ship's a good 20 feet above the seabed.
Okay, so people are swimming then.
Unless you want to otherwise for some reason.
No, it's fine. It's just I wanted to just point out that Virgil seems to be moving almost effortlessly through this, as if there's no resistance. Shucks.
Would right now be a good time to take like a 5-minute break? I need to
Yep, we can do
my
that.
medication if that's okay. Cool.
Take
Sorry.
a 5-minute break quickly, and then we'll come back and get into all the next big chunk of fun stuff. like up the city because you're going. Like you do notice that like a lot of the houses are on the outside of this massive reef, but there's also darker tunnels that lead further into the reef for whatever purpose. You're not being led down those paths though. But as you get further up to the top, there is one large building sort of on the crown of the entire city, which is more like an open pavilion. Like there's coral columns that are holding up a larger surface above it to keep it shielded in, but it's clearly meant as more of a meeting area than a building proper. And there's a bunch of Sahuagin who are sort of hanging around, but they all seem to be like more finely dressed and sorry, a tickle in my throat. And basically, like they're covered with really nice clothes and gems and all those sorts of things. They look like they're probably the elite among the Sahuagin. Most of them are carrying a weapon of some kind or another, and they all sort of. You see the one guy that was set up ahead of you, who's been talking to a few of them, and they all sort of turn to look at all of you as you're slowly approaching. As well, some of you have some speeds, the rest of you don't.
Yeah, I think just Virgil has the swimsuit speed, so...
Yeah. I do, but I'm hitching a ride on Lyra.
Ah.
Because I'm a seahorse.
Yeah, I'm not going faster than the group. I'm just finding it a lot easier to get around.
As you guys get closer, one particular Sahuagin sort of steps forward, and he looks to be much older than a lot of the other ones around. He's also very scarred up from what you assume must be some kind of a battle. There's like large scratches down one side of his face. He's missing an eye on that side. And the weapon he's carrying is a massive trident that's clearly seen a lot of battle. It's all scarred up and everything like that, rather than something... A lot of the other ones, their weapons seem more ornamental, but this is definitely a weapon of war. And he just very briskly says, "So, you claim to have done something impossible."
We have done something, and we are ready to show you proof of our claims.
We'll see about that. And he barks out an order to Sahuagin over his shoulder, and one of the others rolls their eyes very obviously and swims forward. And says, and they say in common, "So you have some kind of evidence of the kill?"
And I'll
you
pull out the vial, and in Sahuagin reply back, "It's all yours."
And he'll take the vial, he'll pop the cork on it, and dig out a long, thin shard of the same kind of dragon shard that you've been seeing with the light on it. This one is also gleaming very much. And he just dips it into the vial and stirs it around, and you see the stuff in the vial actively start like trying to get away from the light and hissing, and it almost looks like it's trying to turn to smoke, but it's now like got water on top of it, so smoke isn't really an option. And then they hold it up in front of the old guy's face and swirl it around, showing off the reaction. It's like, and they're like, "It appears they did achieve the impossible. Perhaps you should apologize." He sort of pauses for a moment, looks down for a second, and says, "Okay, you have impressed me. What can Evergleam do for you?"
We have come in need of, as your companion has just utilized, the blessings of the pearls of your Carlasa. Things like this from where we are from are in need of for certain magical rituals.
Have you seen our city?
We have, but what is
These-
here is not for us to take.
No, but what I'm driving at is that these are not things of value to us. Do you have a particular size of crystal that you're in need of?
We have two others, and I like gesture to the size that I remember, whatever it was, because me, the person, does not.
It's about fist size.
Yeah.
It's among the larger that we find, but that just means they're uncommon rather than particularly difficult. We could easily provide those for you. However, we do believe that this is also an opportunity. I understand your fellows who came with you are seeking to establish trade.
That is their goal. I think the larger hope is to see that despite distance and culture, that we can all cooperate.
You agree with this ideal, and however, as might be obvious from my appearance, I am not one for social niceties, like trade. I couldn't care less about trade. What I do care about is war.
I see.
I'm not looking to draft you, to be clear, but it would be nice to know that we have allies that we can call on the surface, should we need support in some sense.
What
I'm not
would
asking.
you ask?
I'm not asking anything of you. I'm seeking to establish a more direct cultural bond. We can easily provide the crystals that you need. What I'm going to suggest is that you go through a ritual that we put all of our younglings through who seek to become warriors. I don't see how this will be all that difficult a challenge for you, given what you've already accomplished. But it will allow you to secure your own crystal. Because things that are earned are more valued than things that are given.
Can we go through together, or do we have to go through individually?
You can go through together. This is also a slight gain for us as well. The location that we use for this has recently been taken over by a pesky invader. And you could clear it out for us.
Is there a name to this pesky invader?
It's not a person.
Is it a type of creature?
It's a horrible round thing with claws and eye stalks.
Do you know what do you call it? Or do you just describe it to everybody?
We've never seen the like. It's like a twisted form of anglerfish or something such thing. Mutated with a crab.
What type of check would you need from me to see if I can understand what he's talking about?
You can give me an arcana or a nature check.
We're overhearing this conversation. Can we also
Balls.
do it?
Yep.
Good, because I get a -1 to either, which gives me a 13.
Does this have to do with demons?
No. Unfortunately.
I did better than Dell on a nature check.
Not trained in nature.
Me neither. I get a -1.
I have
Okay,
a
well-
+1 in nature. I can risk it if you want.
No.
Well, all right, but for
Grandma
the other
Glimmer got
people,
a 29 on Arcana. We're good.
well, I was also going to say for the other people, was this conversation in Swahagan? Because would they have understood it?
Yeah, I
No,
don't
this
know.
has all been in common.
Oh, okay.
Virgil's understanding of nature is grass is green.
I see this.
And
And
cow
even that's
dung-
questionable.
and
I
cow
am
dung.
in water. I can breathe.
And yeah, Glimmer, Eventide, you've clued onto this too from your own knowledge. But Glimmer, you're pretty sure you've seen pictures of this thing in a book somewhere. It's something called an Eye of the Deep.
An
Some
eye
kind
of the
beholderkin.
Beholderkin. Love that for us. Oh. I do know what this is.
Oh, I know what that is too.
Then you should be well equipped to handle it.
Can someone enlighten me?
It's big scary thing.
That doesn't help. Thank you, Eventide.
You're welcome.
It's killed a few of our people. You're free to take whatever it's hoarded to itself. I would watch out for the sharks, though.
The what?
Sharks?
Sharks.
Okay, yeah,
So-
like me, the player, didn't hear that, so.
Us Sahuagin have a natural affinity with sharks, and they hang around.
Okay.
So what you're saying is it would be advantageous if one of you was to accompany us.
Del, can you talk to sharks? I'm like talking over my shoulder to the seahorse that's hanging out behind me.
I hold on for the player because I don't remember what I have prepared. Yeah, I could. I also am pretty good at like getting along with animals even without talking to them directly.
Okay, just like in a pinch, just in case. I don't know. I don't need a horde
Yeah.
of sharks chasing us through the water. I'm not that fast.
I mean, worst case, I could be a shark.
Ooh. Could prove beneficial.
What was this thing called again? Sorry.
Eye of the Deep?
Eye of the Deep.
Yeah, it's alwa's got a correct picture of it.
Good lord.
Okay.
That is
I'm using a slightly different picture. Let me see if I can grab
that
the
is
picture.
amazing, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I never thought what beholders really needed were claws.
And a mouth.
Right.
The beholder
a
already
mouth,
has
a
a
mouth
mouth.
with ridiculous amounts of teeth.
Like shark teeth.
Honestly, it just looks surprised.
It looks like it's seen a friend it hasn't seen in like 30 years. And it's
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
it's like high school reunion.
Like 30-year-old women like
No, I like Sill's
I-
picture
I
better.
prefer
ended.
Sil's more. His was adorable. That thing looks like
that looks
looks
more
like-
scary.
no, that looks like the creature on the desk in Monsters Inc.
I like it because it has 2 eye stalks. Only 2 eye stalks.
Uh,
And one big eye.
Tactical question now, because obviously we're going to go off and kill something underwater, and this is possibly going to be quite a difficult fight, as beholders
Maybe.
are when you're this low level. Have we found a way to fix Blender's I can't really shoot well underwater problem?
Nope.
I do want to ask if they've got a solution to this.
She can stab things with melee.
Yeah.
Does she have melee?
No.
Get her an Eventide sized pike.
I'm sure that we could get her a small trident, like a child's practice trident.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they have, like, I don't know if the Sargon, what do they use for ranged options down here?
Javelins.
Okay.
Basically harpoons.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe we could get her a harpoon.
I mean, essentially, isn't that just a crossbow with a string on the bolt?
Sure.
Before we go on this, I would like an opportunity to take a small reprieve to recover. I spent some of my efforts to ensure that we could communicate as I'm like responding in Sahuagin.
Well, we probably don't have to do this today, right? Like,
I just wish to be able to recover some of my magics to ensure our safety.
Yeah.
I also would like to prepare properly.
There's no particular rush. If
I
you need time to
assume,
prepare, we could arrange this for the beginning of tomorrow.
I assume you have witnesses that are familiar with this creature's lair.
Are you asking me to sacrifice my people in your protection when you were
What?
seeking aid from us?
No.
No,
No.
we're asking
I-
if they
I-
have
I-
information.
Yes, I am looking for a layout of this creature's lair. Advanced knowledge that we may use if you already have it.
I will tell you what we tell any of our young ones going into the brine pools. It's a cavern. You will notice that there are streams of what look like milky fluid on the ground. I guess you would call them streams of some kind. I would stay out of that if you can at all possible. It's not water proper, it's what we call brine. Anything left in it too long will die. It's
Oh.
just far too heavy in salt to be survivable.
Thank you for the information. That is helpful.
How big is the cavern?
It depends on which part of the cavern you're in.
Does
The
this,
not a very-
entrance.
does this creature have a preference as to a chamber it likes to call home?
We don't know.
Okay, that is fine.
He said-
That's, yeah. Basically,
We were
Virgil was
sending-
asking, have you anybody who's ever survived this thing and come back to tell the tale?
We had a few younglings come back to survive the table, but they weren't the only ones who were sent into the complex at the time.
Okay.
How big
Which is
is
why we
the
know what it
entrance?
About 10 feet wide.
And it never exits out of that area.
Not that we've seen.
Okay.
Mm.
Collapse
But
the
the entrance isn't guarded either.
That's fair.
It's not far. But it's not in the city proper.
We could, and I look over at Glimmer. We could scout today
Yeah.
and then go tomorrow after resting, just so we've got plenty of knowledge and a plan.
I'm fine with this. I just don't want to engage fully today when I can only speak for myself. I am not at my prime.
I could agree with that. I was prepared for more diplomatic matters today than anything, and I would much rather prepare myself for battle and have time to do so.
Then by all means, take time to gear yourselves for battle. I will gather you on the next morning.
Very well. We'll go back to our vessel as it allows us to. I suppose breathing isn't that big of a problem right now, but for comfort, and then we shall await your calling.
I'm assuming the
Obviously, there-
water is warm.
It's fairly cold, actually, but not like enough that you're taking damage from it.
Okay.
Like you are chilly, but you're not
Frigid.
dying.
Got it.
I'm gonna say I don't know what sound seahorses make, but I make whatever that sound is in like a vaguely excited way.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
So did you want to scout the location ahead of time?
Yeah.
Yes, please, if at all possible.
I will escort you.
This
And
is
he'll-
weird for us being prepared.
Start to head off in a. It's at the top of the city. He's heading off down the from the top down the left hand side.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. I don't think I have any spells that need to be cast right now for this, but I have one that'll come up later. So, okay.
Eventually, you come down to the edge of the city proper, and you start swimming out along the edge of the Carlossa's body as it lies on the floor, and swimming out towards the edge of the dark.
Is it safe to assume that he's going at a slower pace so we can keep up?
Yeah, he keeps an eye on you, so he's not getting too far ahead.
Fantastic.
I'm swimming alongside him.
And as he's passing down to, he's like, "And have you seen our flesh farms?" And he points with his trident up at a higher section of the Carlossa, where you can see a whole section of the skin has been carved out in a square and peeled back, and you can see Sahuagin literally carving out large chunks of flesh and pulling them out and putting them into a cart.
What do you guys do with it?
We eat it.
Really?
The Carlossa regenerates rapidly.
And
You see, this site is almost full to the skin. It's
Yes.
barely been carved out. That site has been active for about 50 years now.
What
We could never get more than a few feet in.
What is a Carlossa? Exactly.
You can see it.
I do, but I'm assuming it's a being of some kind.
The sleepers.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's clearly not active. We don't know what would happen if they were to become active. We assume it would be bad.
Okay.
I doubt our cities would survive. But as near as we can tell, they have been asleep since the beginning of time itself.
Interesting. So you carve their flesh for sustenance, and do they provide other benefits as well?
But the pearls are an obvious benefit for Evergleam specifically.
Right.
The body heat keeps the water temperature here slightly warmer than elsewhere.
Okay. Huh. And how big is it exactly? Like, I don't know where it ends or begins exactly.
It's difficult to measure. It doesn't move, but it's coiled in on itself. But it must be at least a mile long. It's difficult to even get a sense of exactly what shape it is. This is an outlying coil.
And I'm like as we're swimming, I'm like little kids staring at like a field of cows or whatever, just like completely fascinated at seeing something like this.
For whatever reason, it's coiled around the chasm at the center, almost as if it's trying to close it in. But
Or protect
What that-
it.
well, the chasm remains open to the sea above it, so it's not sealed away. But we don't understand what the purpose of the Carlossa could possibly have been.
Is there anything within the chasm?
The horrors are in the chasm. Do
Huh.
not go to the chasm.
No, I'm I think Glimmer calls it problem solving.
Do not problem solve in the chasm.
No,
please.
I'm trying to deduce why it would have chosen that location to sleep.
People have myriad theories. We've had some who presumed that it is here to keep the light, is used to keep the dark at bay. Some have said that the chasm exists because the Colossa is here. It's difficult
That's
to say.
a good theory. Could it have impacted to create the chasm, and so that's where it fell, so that's where it sleeps?
I mean, this is not the only Carlossa. There's many. There's a dozen or so others that are known.
That's a lot of large, very large beings. Ginormous beings. My goodness. I haven't even
Maybe-
heard of trees this size.
Maybe it's one whole big one and you only see parts of it and you think they're separate.
They each have very different characteristics.
Oh?
That's a very scary thought, Del. That's a horror. I don't need to think about that.
Evergleam's Carlossa is the only one that carries the pearls of the Carlossa that we have described that carry this light. None of the other Carlossa do.
Have you...
They all have their own charms.
This is gonna sound
And
strange.
there's an obvious derision in his voice when he says that.
Have you seen their face?
I don't believe they have a face that we would appreciate.
Arms, legs, appendages?
Is this an appendage? And he gestures at the wall next to you.
It appears to be a wall.
Now you see what the difficulty is of asking such questions.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure if you were able to have someone map out the Carlossa to figure out where the heights and depths are to be able to determine what it
Attempts
could look
have
like.
been made, but the Carlossa seems to coil in on itself,
Interesting.
and it's difficult. Like, there's no way to move obviously these pieces out of the way, so we can check where the other parts of it may have gone underneath it. So, and it's been here for so long that there are no gaps to flow through. They have all been filled in with sediment for eons.
Oh my. Oh my. At that thought, even then, if sediment can be turned into cement, essentially, you could be looking at who knows how many layers of earth before being able to see the actual being again.
That's just it. There are limits to what we can accomplish.
Oh my. This is extremely daunting.
It has never been a problem for us, though. It provides, and we take care of the Carlossa as well. At least that's how we like to think of the relationship. It's not as if we can ask the Carlossa how it feels. If it is even capable of such things.
I pause for a moment and look at Glimmer with that look in my eye like I could use my inside thought or my inside voice.
No.
But it might have something to say.
Dear, we were told if it awakes, it would end the world.
I don't want to wake it up. I just want to make sure it's okay.
I don't think this is the same thing as asking for insight from your god or something. This is something else.
I will contemplate this further.
And to go along for a short while further, and then he points out to a right near the edge of where things are getting really too dim to see much of anything, he points out a large dark hole in the surrounding sediment. And that hole there is the brine pit. The upper regions are easily traversable, but as what we said back at the council hall, the brine can be dangerous. It's perhaps overblown. Don't lie down in it and breathe it.
Can we see the milky brine stuff that you were referring to earlier?
You don't see it here. Like it's a
Oh.
hole straight down into the ground. Like the brine settles near the bottom. It's heavier than water. It's a useful resource if we need salt, but otherwise just generally avoid it unless necessary. And if you do need to make contact, make it quick.
And our task to earn our shards is to vanquish the things inside.
There are shards inside. That would be the earning part of it.
I see.
I mean, the shards don't naturally grow in there. We stick them in there for our younglings to go and find as a test. It's a test of bravery. It's normally not a big deal because there's not much to fear in there, usually. But it's a big dark hole with dangerous brine, and being able to get the gumption up to go and do that is a first step.
Now with added danger, that is this invader.
Yes. And I'm sure it has some goods that it's secured, which, again, you're welcome to once you can take it out.
Very well. I don't have any additional tools to really look into this place. I might be able to cast some sort of ritual to get some insight as to plans of actions, but I don't know if that would be worth doing now. I don't know how long that advice lasts.
Well, take the time you want, but I wouldn't venture into the hole until you're ready.
Very good. I suppose we'll rest up and await for your call tomorrow, and we shall do what is necessary, I suppose.
Very good. Then I'll call on you in the morning.
So, question that I've just thought of. Are there any special rules about how spells work underwater? Like with certain effects or anything?
Not really, no.
Oh. I was thinking like with Thunder Wave or something, because usually, you're out in the air, so I was like, would that still work? Like,
Yeah, they got rid of a lot of that for 5th edition because the old, like, 2nd edition stuff where you could, like, throw a lightning bolt in water and it turns into a
right.
big ball of electricity, like a fireball instead. That was just too complicated to keep dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I mean, I might describe the effects of some things a little differently. Like a fireball is not going to look like a big ball of fire.
Right.
It's more going to like superheat the water to boiling or something like that.
Cool.
So yeah, I guess go back to the sub again. My preference is just so that I don't have to. I mean, they seem to have the people that we were interacting with have common, which is fine enough.
Most of the Swagan don't.
I'm sure. And if it's needed to switch, I can hopefully maybe do that. But if we're gonna go into combat, I'd like to have my 3rd level spells.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of ideal.
Yeah, I agree.
Considering what we think we're going against, I would advise like going in as much prepared as we can be.
Okay, so is it possible then to get a long rest?
Yep, you can get a long rest.
All right.
The Maelstrom is considered a safe place. Unless something terrible happens, which it hasn't.
Funny that a place called the Maelstrom could be considered a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you can all get a long rest as you make whatever preparations you need to. That's where I need a system where everybody can hit the ready up button when they're ready to go.
Right?
I'm good.
Yeah. I think I'm good too. I don't think there's anything I want to switch out.
Anyone else
I'm
need more
good
time?
whenever.
Nothing to do. I had nothing to change.
Yeah, Rogue's pretty easy.
Yeah.
We can get started. I just have to change out a spell, but I'm good.
Then the next morning, he'll show up again, banging on the hatch and waiting until you guys are ready to go.
I'll ritually cast water breathing on everybody before we go.
Does that have a cap, like number of people you can target?
10 people.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, if you want to catch the whole crew, you can skip.
Nope, I'm hitting everybody.
Okay.
The crew really don't want to go out of their ship anyway.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, since I have the people, I'll include them in it. Just in case.
I was going to say, there's 11 of us. So you can skip me if you want.
Nah, I can skip one of the crew. That's fine.
Okay. It's just I don't breathe.
Yeah, I'm just imagining if somebody, like, I don't know, does something that could, like, give you a curse or something. I'm thinking better to be safe.
Transmute wood to flesh.
Yeah, something.
Suddenly I'm human in the middle of like, oh god. I'm a real
Worst
boy.
Pinocchio ever.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm a real boy. Oh no. Hold on 1 second. No strings to hold me down.
And once you're all ready, he'll escort you back to the brine pits.
Cool. I will.
Again, are just a black hole in the floor at this point.
I'm
And you
gonna.
can tell it's going to be dark when you go in.
I'm gonna swim over in goblin form. Just as a by the way.
Okay. You guys have any preparation you want to do before you head in?
I think I do.
So I actually had a curious question about this. How does envenoming work underwater? Or does it?
The same way it works anywhere else.
Okay, I'm just thinking like as soon as you dip your blade into the poison and take it out, oh look, it's just been washed off.
Think of it more like an oil.
Oh, okay. Right. That's fine.
I am going to like as we're approaching as a team to the entrance, and the Sanhagwin is behind us at this point. As the depth before us starts to like sink in, like this is a big deal. Like I can almost feel like the peace beyond that isn't peace, but it's just quiet. I bolster the strength within myself, knowing that I don't have an actual god to rely on now. I know I have to bolster myself, and in bolstering myself, there's almost like an overconfidence that seeps off of me, and mechanically I'm casting aid. And Glimmer, Dell, and Eventide, you guys are gonna get your hit point max and current hit points are gonna increase by 5.
Ooh.
Okay. Is it, yeah, max HP modifier. There you go.
Does aid work in wild shape?
Does what?
Does aid work in wild shape?
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
no.
increases my max hit point. My max hit points don't change when I wild shape. I get temporary hit points.
Right.
So.
Right, okay. I didn't know if it's like... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was why it was very important to make sure I stated that it was your current and maximum, not just
Yeah.
10 hit points. Visually, it looks like I just like rolled my shoulders, and while I can't take a deep breath of air, I like straighten up taller and equip my trident and my shield, and just like pull myself together to enter into battle.
I can, as we approach, I can, what do you call it? Obscure our entry.
That's the choice.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean everyone has to stay within... What's the range?
30 feet of me.
So restrictive now.
I'll try. It's so hard to move my wings underwater. I hate this.
You use your feet, child.
I don't like that either.
Eventide, you can is Dell a seahorse again?
No, I'm doing it as a goblin this time.
Okay.
My regular form.
If since Dell isn't holding on, you can hold on to my backpack.
You're being nice to me?
We're going into battle. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Okay.
I just had the chaotic image of Eventide riding Dell as a seahorse.
Oh my god.
Into battle, like...
Keep your wings together, Eventide. So we don't slow down.
Hold on, Lyra, and I'm gonna touch you and cast Longstrider on you, so your movement speed ups by 10 for an hour.
How dark is this?
Pitch black.
I am going to regrettably adorn my ring of continual flame.
I will pop out the poke and light it up a bit. So,
yeah, this isn't gonna give disadvantages. Well, I guess pass without a trace will maybe help, like,
yeah,
take
Counterbalance.
yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to stay like out of the light, but within 30 feet of Glimmer somehow.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my pass without a trace and then start to swim down.
Yep.
It's only low light within a 20 foot radius for me, but I can dim it completely while it remains visible.
I think Lyra's bright light.
Oh yeah, I have zero
Yeah.
control.
She's the
I have
okay.
beacon.
I have a small flame on my finger, and
Yeah.
we are lit.
Oh, I was gonna say if you want to be more subtle, I can take point using dark vision and have like a light that you can just follow that's dim.
No.
I mean, as it is, I have true sight up to 120 feet, so I'm good.
In that
I need
case,
to see to stab.
I am not going to be near Lyra, and I'm going to try and stay away out of her light then.
If we want to be even less subtle, I can daylight the drift globe at 60 feet
No.
of bright light.
No.
Listen, it's dwelling in the darkness. We don't know what daylight could do. Save that. That could be useful later.
This is gonna,
Literally
yeah,
blind it.
this is our trap card. We're gonna do the anglerfish thing. Go to the light while we're 100 feet away.
You were born in the dark. You think the darkness is your eye.
I want to shift the map for you guys then.
Okay. And it says we're going down. Does the tunnel stay 10 feet, basically?
It's about 10 feet wide. It goes down about 20 feet, and then it hooks off to the north. And that's where you'll notice like there's little rivulets of stuff coming down the sides, that seem to be coming out of the soil itself, and then they sort of collect into a little pool that seems to slowly flow north along the base of the cavern.
Oh my, what are you?
This is a nice looking map.
Yeah.
I realize that I can see far away.
And
I can
feel
see
free
the
to
whole...
set your light and vision and everything like that on your tokens.
I can see the whole map. I just can't see any details of the map.
No. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Some sort of fish?
You mean this? It's a school of little fish that are sort of swirling around each other.
I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of... God's sakes, I'm moving out of Lyra's light.
I was gonna say I'm probably staying behind because Glimmer
let me-
usually stays in the back.
Let me make myself an aura really quick for my pass without a
Oh,
trace.
whoa, stop.
And are you people moving stealthily or not?
I am, yes, sorry, I should
Yeah.
have rolled.
Then you need to roll that.
Yeah, I am swimming stealthily.
For the record, Virgil, to get out of my light, you need to be 40 feet away from me.
I could do that.
Which means you're not within pass without a trace.
I
Yeah.
don't... I have like
I'm
a plus
just-
10.
I don't care. I'm just letting you know.
18. I rolled low. No, I will say stop because I can see right now where I am, and I don't know if that's a problem for anybody else.
4. Because I have disadvantage.
But
You also
wanna
have
pl-
pass without a trace, so that's a 14.
Did you not
Okay.
take one of the things that cancels out disadvantage? There was two.
No!
There were 2 stealth items, and I can't remember who took the other. Was it you or Talk? Okay, Talk's got it then. Okay.
No.
Wow.
I am clanging in the water.
Plus-
I don't know
plus
how that
10
works.
for me.
Mine already includes the plus 10 because I added it for the roll.
Is anyone else seeing Glimmer's light radius as just opaque?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing just
Yep.
a giant blue.
Yeah,
And
it's intentionally that way to show my pass without a trace.
Can we make it a little bit see-through so we could still
Yeah, so
see
you can
the
actually still
cavern?
see the map.
Oh, mine should, like, I see it that way. It's like almost...
No, it is literally the corner is just blue.
Yeah.
Dabba dee dabba die.
There we go.
There we go. That's better.
Okay, I just turned it off and on again.
I see one.
I had
on
a
one.
problem trying to set up light on the map here earlier today too. Something was going weird with the current version of above ETT and light.
Mm-hmm.
As I
Yeah,
see
so-
what I see, I'm just gonna like put a hand up behind people to tell them to whoa, to chill.
That one up there, Virgil, looks like a swarm of smaller fish.
Uh-huh.
And that's just a regular looking shark.
Okay. All right, we're fine then. I didn't. Right, it was the one at the top made me go, "What the hell is that?"
Like the regular looking shark is like maybe 5 feet long.
Okay. Right. In
Like
that case,
a
I'm going to
reef shark.
stay ahead of the light and continue to swim along.
Just
Oh, that's a bigger shark. That is a bigger shark.
And Lyra, you have the continual flame up. When this reef shark can see the flame, it sort of skitters off to the north here.
Oh.
I know I keep getting caught in Lyra's light, but just assume that I'm always swimming ahead of it if possible.
Yep.
Okay. Has the shark noticed me or noticed the light?
It seems to be getting antsy because it's noticed the light, but it hasn't spotted anyone. It's not moving towards anyone aggressively. It's hard to tell if it's spotted you or not.
More sharks, more sharks.
And the ones in this room are bigger.
Oh, goody. Just what we need.
There's a weird spot of glowing light in the brine pool to the south here.
Hmm.
Can we see that from here? Like, is that a drop, or is this like you have to go all the way around to get there?
It's a shallow drop.
So you could have just essentially swum that way and gone straight south.
Yeah, the
Okay.
wall, the parts you can't go through are blocked by walls. If
Oh,
you
right.
can see it, it's open space.
Okay, right. I didn't realize that. In that case, I'm going to swim toward the light. I thought that was like a path round, and you had to go all the way around, and then you had to approach from this side. I didn't realize that this was a shortcut you could just swim in.
I need you to stop and go back to the edge of that pool.
Mm-hmm.
Out of this path here, all you guys see is a massive shark, like it's easily twice the size of any of these other big ones here. Squeezes its way out. I'm trying to see if I have a better token.
Like a megalodon, or
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
turbo shark.
Sharknado.
Do that because it's a different token.
Oh dear God.
But it's a different size.
Oh, is that too small?
That is too small.
Oh God.
Where's the options?
That's not a shark. It's a ship. Oh geez, how did it even fit through that?
It's
And it's opening its mouth and it's charging.
Again, out of the light.
Trident at the ready.
This is where I turn the light off at the last second and hope it doesn't have dark vision.
I mean, if it's a shark, it probably has blind sense.
True.
It's living in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So interrupting moves.
I'm getting...
Shark travels right through all of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
As if it were a ghost.
Oh.
Oh.
And then it's gone.
That explains how it could fit through such a narrow passageway.
Mm-hmm.
I feel dirty.
It's an interesting
Um,
magic.
I was about to say, can someone detect illusions?
An illusion? What are you hiding?
I could, but I'm my focus is on ensuring a bit more stealthiness. Blub, 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 blub.
In that case, I'm going to... I know that brine pool is brine, and obviously, so you said don't be
Also,
in
I
it.
need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, great. I'm rolling like crap today. What's going on?
Get her.
Like, this is an awful series of rolls for me.
Maybe you should switch dice.
I mean, they've been critting in combat every week, so we'll see.
Oh, of course, it's with all these.
Yeah, those big sharks have all gotten very, very antsy and seem to be very, very aware of where you are.
I
Because
don't
they're all
know
turning towards
why.
you.
Talk to the fish, Del. Talk to the fish.
Start of the round is eventide.
I'm gonna continue clinging to Lyra with one hand, and with my other hand, I'm going to pull out my bow. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna like whisper in Lyra's ear, "I think this is bad."
I
And
respond with, I don't think your bow will work.
good point, but she's still gonna hold her bow out of habit. And then I'm gonna hold an action for like one of the three of us, Torque, me, or Lyra, getting attacked.
Point blank, short range shot.
That's blue gets to go. And it's going to target eventide first, because I rolled a 3 on a d6.
Did you
The
mean
three-
to move both sharks?
Oh,
Yeah, all the sharks just moved.
I
Yeah.
have all the sharks selected. Now I have one shark selected. There we go.
There you go. I was like,
I was like, wow, that is actually a really cool trick. When
yeah.
one move, all move.
Synchronized swimming.
Yeah, but they have to move the same direction and the same amount of yards each on each person's turn.
Eventide, does a 15 hit?
Ties.
God, what is with my throat today?
But you do get
Why
your
is-
shots off as it's incoming, right?
Yeah, you had a prepared shot for it to attack somebody, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you can take a shot as it's coming in.
Which one?
Blue.
Okay. Does that hit?
Uh,
Oh, I have
See,
disadvantage,
if-
don't I?
you do.
Oof.
Its AC is 12, so it still hits.
Oh, good. Okay, so 7 from the normal hit, and then 4 from the cold damage that comes off of it.
Okay. That's
You
all
also
fine.
get your Dread Strike still.
Oh, does that work on? Yeah.
I'm not sure it works
should-
on. Does it work on anything like, outside of your turn? Or is it once per turn?
I'll read it. Let me
I know
see.
some of
where
those
the-
are attack action only.
It just says when you hit a creature with a weapon.
Okay, then yeah, sure.
But it can only take damage from that once per turn.
1.
Well, 1 damage is 1 damage, and then it's going to bite you. That was AC 15 again. Bite damage. There we go. Ooh, I rolled poorly. 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And next up is Lyra.
I mean, for rolling poorly, that's still like a fourth of my total health.
Is that with aid up? Jeez.
Oh, I forgot aid. Aid does what, 5?
It increases your max by 5 and your current by 5. So yeah, it's not temp HP. It's permanent. It's like actual hit points.
For 8 hours.
8
Uh, I'm going to move and attack blue. Now, here's my question. Her bow was at disadvantage. Is my trident at disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Ranged weapons are at disadvantage. Melee weapons, as long as they're piercing, are not.
Just making sure. Hiya. 19 to hit.
That's it. AC 12 again.
That is 9 piercing.
Mhm.
And hiya. 24 to hit. 6 piercing.
Yeah, that first hit bloodied him.
There we are. That's my turn. I will say to Eventide, just so you know, I am kind of a target.
That brings
And
us
that's
to
that.
Purple Shark. And Della's closest, so Della's getting charged. Ooh, big roll. AC 22. I'm pretty sure is a hit.
Me too.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Cease. What did you say to me?
I'm kind of a target.
Got you.
That was my way of saying they probably attacked you trying to get to me because I have the light.
Makes sense.
There were 3 people who were almost equally close, so I rolled a die to see which of them it was that got attacked.
I figured, but I'm totally going with they were going after my light.
Yep. On Dell, that is 13 piercing damage.
All right.
And next up is Virgil.
I'm gonna swim up to this dude here who does not see me coming, and go with the poke. I'm gonna try a couple of funny things. Let's see what this works. Uh, 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
So that's 10 points of radiant plus 1 second. I'm going to sacrifice one of my.
Are you rolling sneak attack?
I am, but I'm going to sacrifice.
Why do you think
one
you get sneak attack?
Because I automatically got advantage. Because I attacked before it did.
From an assassin thing? Okay.
Yeah. If I attack before it does in a turn, I get automatic advantage.
That's okay.
So
It's
that
just
was the.
you did not have stealth, is what I was getting at.
Oh no, that's fine. But it's only purely because assassin I go before it did, so I got automatic advantage.
That's fine as long as there's a reason.
Yeah, no, that's the reason. I'm going to sacrifice one of my sneak attack die, and I need you to make a DC 15 con save, please. Assuming it's not immune to being poisoned.
No.
Cool.
That's a 12.
It is poisoned for a minute, but you get to make a save at the end of each of its turns. Meanwhile, that is 5 plus 5 from assassinate further points, so 20 points of radiant damage total with the main hand.
So an additional 10 on top of the first 10.
Yeah. So 20 points of radiant with the main hand. Then the offhand is slashing, so I assume that the advantage cancels itself out.
Yeah.
Okay, so straight roll. $21 to hit for 4 slashing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
That brings us to Glimmer.
Okay. I'm just going to keep this simple. for now. I'm going to have Blue give me a wisdom saving throw as I cast Toll the Dead.
Sharks are known to be very wise. I rolled a 3.
Well, I did a whole whopping. Wait, what did this actually? How did this actually? No, it's not 2d8. It's 2d12 because it's already. Why does it fucking do this?
Because they can't tell whether or not the target's hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so 2d12, 14 necrotic damage.
That's better.
That is better. I'm currently not in.
Nothing to deal with.
Yep.
She wants
I was
attention.
noticing that earlier, where it was like.
If she gets attention, she wants me to pet her.
Oh
I'm
wait,
gonna
shit.
call that the end of my turn.
I mean, it works clearly.
That was the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, that's Orange, who has been bothered by Virgil, who was going to eat anyway, so. It will attempt to bite Virgil.
Poisoned.
Ooh, nat 20.
Poisoned.
Oh, but poisoned, so I have to roll with disadvantage.
Yep.
Very lucky. It's still a 19.
Yeah, that just hits.
For 13 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge that down to 6? No, 7.
And that brings us to Dell.
It can make a con save if it wants, by the way.
All right. Con save. Nope.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna try and see if I could convince him to leave us alone, but I don't think that's an option anymore. Let's see. Me. Yeah. This. Sorry. Oh, it's a level 1 spell anyway. I'm going to do Cure Wounds on myself because that hurt a bit. Gets me right back up.
Did that include your Jade thing?
I was gonna add it, so no, but I don't need to because it puts me already back up. Cool. I'm gonna do that, and then I will morph into a shark. More sharks! Yay!
A very similar type of shark, in fact.
Hey, look, I'm one of your friends. Leave me alone. All right. So I'm not gonna move. That was my bonus action, and I cast. So yeah, that's good for me.
Okay, that brings us to Torque next.
All right. Well, Torque's gonna do Torque things. And go through my 87-step rage routine here. And he's gonna start by stabbing Blue. Recklessly. $22 to hit.
Yep.
And he's elemental cleaver. He's infusing with lightning. because lightning and water usually plays together well.
Everybody gets shocked.
Yes. That's 15 damage, and if it matters, 3 of it is lightning.
It's sushi.
Okay.
It had 4 hit points left.
Then I will stab. I assume that's Dell that has health under the shark number. Or under
Yeah.
the shark there. Yeah, okay. Then I won't stab that shark.
Thank you.
I will instead stab purple. And the lance gives me the extra reach, so I'm 15 feet away should do it. $23 to hit. That is 16. Only one of it's lightning if it matters. And my torque is 4 radiant.
Mhm.
And
All this is going through, by the way.
bonus action attack, because I did kill something.
You can't. You raged.
Oh shit, that's right. Never mind.
I was just gonna say, I imagined you look over the direction and Dell like kind of rears up and is like,
Flapping a fin at me.
yeah, friendly.
Yeah, scratch that last attack then. I am done.
Okay. Yellow can't actually reach anyone but Virgil in this round. And Virgil took damage.
Mm-hmm.
That means it rolls with
Technically, it
advantage. Even with advantage, it's a 12.
Miss. Wow. That's
I
a
rolled
bad
really
roll.
badly. A 4 and a 6.
Yeah, you did. Oh god.
And a horrible thing peeks around the corner. Just a second. That is the wrong actual one. One moment. I was very careful about this.
He seems smaller than I would have thought.
There is no 5e version of this.
Oh, you're about to use an ability that doesn't exist anymore?
No, the creature actually doesn't exist as a
A 5e stat block.
it's a 5e stat block. It's only from before that, so I brought it forward. That is the right one.
He looks interesting. He looks less so. Again, smaller than I would have thought.
And because Syl likes the other image more, oh sure, it's not even going to load.
404. Beholden not found.
Oh, it's from a wiki page, that's why.
Why did I think that this was going to be a 3x3 creature?
It doesn't want to give me the good one. Love of God. I mean, stop wasting time and get this image to actually work. That's not working either. Screw it. We already posted what it looks like. But now I can get the right stat block. Sorry, I was trying to come up with a homebrew iteration that brought this thing forward properly, but then I also have a other version on my homebrew list. I pulled the wrong one in. Okay, that doesn't happen.
It was nice knowing you all, folks.
And oh, it doesn't even know who it wants to kill. 1d6 left or right. 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess that's Glimmer.
Hey.
Odds 1. That evens is 2. So it's that one. I need a Constitution saving throw, Glimmer, as a greenish beam blasts out from one of its eye stalks.
On save. 12.
You are paralyzed.
Excellent.
You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns, and can end the effect on yourself if you're successful. And after a minute, it'll end anyway.
Does Light still have her aura of saving throws, or did that go with Oathbreaker?
What's the radius on Lyra's aura?
Oh, it's 10 feet, so add whatever.
Then it would be how much, Lyra?
I don't know if you still have it.
Don't know if what?
Do you still get aura of protection as an Oathbreaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 2, but I'm just trying to find it to confirm it before I definitively say that's what it is.
2 would be enough.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, so it's DC 14, so with the plus 2, you barely make the save.
Huzzah! Let's go.
Yeah, it's your charisma modifier is the bonus.
Cool.
I know.
Love that.
Of course, this guy's no longer in the combat tracker. There. That brings us to the top of the round with Eventide.
Okay. I'm gonna flutter to about here. And I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on the purple shark.
Okay. Which save is that?
Accidentally clicked out of my sheet. Wisdom.
That's a 12.
Okay, it fails.
And it's trying to get away. Dull, you can bite it as it leaves.
Wait, which one's trying to get away?
Purple.
Purple.
I would be able to opportunity attack also.
Yep, I forgot your reach. So you can take one as well.
My Dissonant
didn't hear
Whispers
me.
hits for 7.
7 plus 14 plus whatever that Hawk's about to do to it. Yikes.
Yeah. I just realized you couldn't hear me, but yeah, I did 14 piercing on it when I bit
Okay, it's going to die.
it.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
And again, it had 4 health left there, so it starts to swim away and immediately just gets pummeled and dies.
That was a really nice move. Well done.
Yeah. I
Anything
figured
else?
that's better than half-heartedly throwing arrows through water, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Honestly,
So-
sure, like rely on your spells for this brief moment.
Yep, that's my turn.
Next up is Lyra. Since we killed the shark that went in there.
Now you guys are gonna make me move.
But there's a shark right next to you.
The dead one?
It's
No, I'm
upside
about
down
Del.
and floating slowly upwards.
No,
towards
I'm
the
on
top of
about
the cavern.
Del. Del's right there.
Oh.
There's a shark there. Kill it.
Oi. Okay, so I'm sorry, I know how far I can move. My movement speed is half because it's water and I don't have a swim speed, but I have long
Yep.
strider.
Which adds 10. I don't know if that's before or after.
It would be after. You'd add up your full movement and then you'd have it.
Okay.
Because every
On top of it.
step is costing you double movement, basically. So it should bring you to 20
20.
movement.
Okay. So like my speed is 30. I half it to 15.
Other way around, you add long strider first.
Okay, because that's well, you said after, and I was like, well, hold on, now I'm confused. Okay. So 40 to 20. Okay.
I meant that you have it after.
Got it.
Otherwise, Long Strider would be crazy powerful.
I'm
You can
okay
see
with
that ping
powerful.
still.
I could.
It is just out of my light radius.
Well, that's the direction. I'm pinging the edge of your radius for direction.
I'm going to hi-ya yellow,
Now I can see it.
because I'm shining light on it. $15 to hit on yellow.
That's a hit.
6 piercing damage. And then 16 to hit for 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Give me 2 seconds to confirm something. No.
And next up would be Virgil.
Okay, steady aim, so move speed 0. I'm going to continue finishing off orange. So, main hand attack. 24 to hit.
Yep.
I will use full sneak attack this time, so 11 plus. Ooh, that's a good roll for a change. 13. So 24
And it
points
had-
of radiant damage.
Had 10 health left.
And then offhand would be disadvantaged because Vex wouldn't count, but steady aim makes it just a regular strike. So scimitar nick attack on the remaining shark. Probably what, 13?
That's a hit. AC 12.
Okay, cool. For 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I can't move, so I will stay here.
And that brings us to Glimmer.
I reach my hand to my head and reach out to the eye of whatever it was. Eye of the Deep. And I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip. Can I get an intelligence saving throw, please?
Yeah. I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Okay, it takes half damage still. So for whatever it is, so psychic. And then I'm still kind of in the back, protected. I dig that. Don't have any other bonus action spells I really want to cast, so I'm going to call that a day and end my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Del.
I need a large bear with a 10-foot aura, please.
You and your bears with auras.
Hey, we're underwater. I'm thinking they haven't seen a bear. It might be a little,
Yes, the treacherous sea bear.
Yes.
Where do you want them?
How's the bear gonna breathe?
It's not a real bear.
Oh, okay.
You want
Yeah.
Where do you want the bear?
There.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Aura.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful. And Shark and Guy need to make dex saves.
Shark gets a 10,
Okay.
and Ugly Guy gets a second nat 20.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I think it's still half. I think.
What would it be this mean? It would have just given him legendary resistances.
Wait.
For all we know, he has them. He hasn't failed to save yet.
Failed save. Oh, nope. So, Sea Holder doesn't take any damage, but the shark does. 14 points of... I should have looked at what kind of damage it was. Slashing damage.
Anything else?
I am going to move and swim down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to... Sorry, I'm trying to decide which one I want to be next to. I'll be here. That's fine. That's it.
And Torque.
All right. Well, let's get off of ruler mode.
Messes me up all the time.
I try to measure things out during other people's turns so that I can not take as long. I'm going to stab Shark next to me recklessly. It's a 16 to hit.
Their AC is terrible.
That is 15 damage. Does the lightning matter at all? Or is it just straight?
Nothing matters because it's dead.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to throw my lance at the sea holder, but since it's outside of short range, it would be disadvantage.
No,
Or
it's a ranged weapon.
outside of short is an automatic miss.
It's disadvantaged with anything ranged within the short range, and then automatic miss beyond that.
And I think thrown is a 2060, so I am screwed.
Anything else?
Nope. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Everyone in... Well, let's see who actually is in range.
Is Dell's bear casting like a lightning thing along with for everybody else, or is it just me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I have it on the hurricane one for some reason.
I like it.
So that's Dell, Torque, Lyra, and Virgil. I need all of you to give me a Constitution saving throw. As the main eye on this thing starts to sort of spark a little bit, and then it just flashes with blinding light.
I think I'm within 10 feet of Lyra there? Yeah, I am.
2 more for me, so 23.
Ooh, 10
The
for
DC
me.
is 16.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
So Dell and Torque, it looks like, save, and Lyra and Virgil fail. You are now blinded for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. And now, because Dell is right there, it's going to go after Dell, who is not blind. So, special AC 17 on Dell.
That's a hit. Also, I don't think it would matter because I have blind sight if I was blind. So
It probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
He grabs you with a pincer for 16 piercing damage.
Okay.
And you are size large,
Yep.
and you're not grappled. He's going to pincer you again, which also hits for another 16 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I raise. Random target. 2, 3. That is Torque. And yeah, I need another Constitution saving throw, Torque.
No.
But this is a Blu-ray.
Don't die.
I'd rather it be a DVD.
I was gonna make the exact same joke.
I heard it when I said it Blu-ray, and I knew it was going to come.
Oh,
Nat
no.
1.
No.
But the saves are +2, so it goes up to a DC 12.
No,
You
that's
feel
with the
really
+2.
cold. You take 18 cold damage, and your speed's reduced by 10 feet until the end of its next turn.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
I can't bite anyone because it didn't grapple anyone. That's the end of its turn.
Did you say
They
18
need to
cold?
make a dex save,
18 cold, yep.
and it needs to make a dex save.
Oh, right, because it's still in the stupid thing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's going to move out of it.
Okay.
Well, you would get to bite it if it did that. It can do that.
Yeah. Cool.
It's just gonna get chased around underwater by a sea bear now.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. It doesn't know what the hell the sea bear is. It's Eventide's turn next.
Sea bear.
Okay. Is that shark attacking us? Is it a friend? I'm
That's-
confused.
That's Dell.
That's Dell. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
There is one enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hmm. Yeah, I'll try. Okay. I'm gonna flutter to here, because for now Lear is making me feel a little bit safer. And I'm gonna try and dissonant whispers the thingy. I don't really have much else to do other than roll a bunch of one shooting arrows, so I'm not gonna try that.
How was that wisdom saving throw again?
DC is 14.
He has a massive +7, and I rolled a nat 1.
Oh. So he runs away, and he takes... $14 damage.
You can make a bite at him.
Booga
as
booga
he's
beta.
trying to run away there, Del.
Trying to run away?
Yeah,
You can
dissonant
dissonant
whisper.
whisper.
Again.
Oh, right, because he just rolled a 1. Yay. All right. Meh.
Wait.
That's a not natural 20 to hit.
Oh, it's when you hit with a weapon. Yeah, okay, so that's all I can do, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a hit, Del. AC is 17.
That will be 13 points of damage. Piercing.
Okay, that was 5, 10, 15. There. Anything else you wanted to do, Eventide?
No, sir.
Then that's bringing us to Lyra next.
Great.
Sorry
So-
it ran away. Blame Eventide.
No, it's fine. So I can... The save for blind is at the end of my turn or beginning of my turn?
It is at the end of each of your turns.
Fantastic. So I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
Let me make sure to check that off. There we go. Is it safe to say that I can wander 2 squares forward in the general direction that I was already headed?
Probably.
Okay. I'm literally gonna just... Alright, I'll go right there because I'm not under the shark. That's all. I'm only gonna move 2 squares. And it was a wisdom save? Or
Constitution save.
constitution save? 13.
It's a DC 16, so it's
Of
still a
course
fail.
it is. Farfig Newton. Okay. That's my turn.
That brings us to Virgil.
I'm gonna swim towards where I thought it was. Realize I'm bumping into a bear.
It's spectral. It's a spectral bear, so I'm not sure that you would actually run into it.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
No,
Yeah, I think you
the
would go through it.
yeah, this spell specifies that they're intangible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it
I
make a
feel like
noise?
the ghost of a bare ass.
Does it make a noise? Does it like
No.
growl or anything? Okay.
No.
When I realize that's roughly where the thing was, and it's not there, I'm gonna take the dodge action
Okay.
and attempt to save. So +2 to this. Yeah, no. That's a 13.
Brings us to Glimmer.
Hey, I'm gonna give it one more shot. Another intelligence and saving throw for Tasha's Mind Whip. DC 16.
I should be good at these, but I keep failing. That's a 13.
Nice. 14 psychic damage, and then you cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn. On your turn, you have to choose move, action, or bonus. Only one.
Okay.
And I'm still good where I'm at, actually. I don't like being bunched up. So I think that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Dell.
Okay. I'm gonna swim over here and bite at him. Ugh, that's a 9 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah. And then I can't get the thing all the way over there because I think that's 30. Let me remeasure that. Hold on. Sorry. I had measured it. Yep. All right. That's as far as I can move that right now. Is there a bonus action I can do? I'm just double checking real quick. Nope. All right. That's it for me.
And next up is Torque.
All right. How long was the movement impairment from the cold ray?
It was until the end of its next turn,
Okay.
which it hasn't had, so you're still slowed. But the slow happens before you have it for swimming.
Yeah, so there's a single movement. I will double move. Of course, it's outside my light, so I literally can't see anything.
Oh no.
And I will bonus action to continue rage and call it a day.
Okay, that makes it its turn next. For lack of options, or yeah, it's gonna try and kill the shark that's trying to bite it. That's damage roll, which I don't do. Come on, net 1 on my first attack roll.
Yay. Do it again.
I rolled a 4, which is much better. AC 9,
Yay.
which I'm sure is
Nope.
a miss.
Yep.
That was a fucking waste of a turn. Eventide's up.
This is the night of everyone's rolling bad.
Okay, well now I can't see it. So I'm going to move over here, just like assuming that it's over here because that's where people are.
You chased it into the dark.
I still can't see it.
Nope.
I don't think anyone out there has a light source on them.
Nope.
Does Torch's elemental cleaver not light up?
Who needs light sources when you can see everything?
Right?
God, I hate to waste a second.
You could always hold an action for when you can see it. That's an option.
Could I cast an AoE where I think it might be?
You can,
Okay.
if it's not friendly fire, though you can ping the spot where you want it to be.
Well, hold on. Let me look at the... Scrolling up. Where is it?
Let's say she's gonna unleash a fireball on us.
I was thinking Hail of Thorns.
Oh
I don't think that's any more friendly fire. than
no.
Fireball.
Might as well do spiky growth or something.
No, spiky growth, none of you are on the floor.
That's true. That's true.
So...
Depending on where she puts the thing for Hail of Thorns, it could be fine.
Hail of Thorns is partial for self-done, machine seen, 5 feet. 5 feet is the...
Yeah, put it where you think it is. If you want to do that. That sounds fun.
Is this the D&D version of Battleship?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Can I? So can you show me what a 5-foot radius looks like?
It's the size of your token. Oh, 5-foot radius. So it's probably
Yeah.
a 4x4
Is
square.
it-
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
is
you
it
pick a corner.
a square? Yeah, circle.
all of them are
Okay.
technically squares in 5e.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
it's weird.
Yeah.
How do I
Like,
ping the map?
Double click, and wherever you double click, I'll pick the closest vertex because I don't think you can see the vertexes when you're blinded like this.
Yeah.
Okay. I would want the farthest like quote quote corner of the circle to be like here.
Okay.
But I mean like the top like right of the circle, and then the rest of the circle expands from that point. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's great.
Fine.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like perfectly centered on Dell?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Really? That's hilarious.
Wait,
Okay.
you can't
Good
even see.
save.
You can't even
Wait.
see Dell.
No.
No.
She can't
Oh
see
my
anything over there.
god!
Let me just
Like-
double check to see if this is even possible.
The
Save
other
Dell.
side of the bear is just blackness to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What you do not see is hilarious.
I mean,
Oh,
it's a fair assumption. I just wasn't able to move the bear all the way to him.
Yeah.
So,
So I
yeah.
had to go based on where the bear is, and that's basically
Mhm.
it.
the question is this landing purely on Dell and nothing else, or is
Yeah.
it also catching this guy as well?
What
It's on
is-
me.
Hang on. It saving Dell here. That is
Huh.
a bonus action after hitting with a ranged weapon.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. I mean,
I
I,
mean, you
still
could try
thought
and
it was
shoot that
funny.
square and whatever's in it.
Yeah.
That's what I was just double checking. Like, do you need to be able to see the target? And then I was getting the same. You
Guys,
hit them with a range attack thing.
we can never let Eventide get Fireball.
It was just.
They're in the
Okay.
general vicinity of this. It's fine.
Hmm.
I mean,
No, it was
do you-
sound.
do you want me
It
to
was
say
fine.
that I loosed an arrow into that general spot to see what would happen, or
Whatever
If
you
you
want
want
to do.
to do, sure.
okay? If it helps, I'm using that on the lowest possible level, so you've got that going for you.
I was
I mean, you've got to
amused
hit the
because
target first, too.
yeah,
True.
I was gonna say I was amused because you pretty much pinged right where I was. It was amazing.
Yeah. You couldn't have aimed that better. Flash.
Hold on, let me
whoa.
find my short bow. It's here somewhere.
It's worse. There were 2 spots you could have clicked on Dell that would have also hit the beholder,
Uh huh.
and you didn't click on either of those.
19 to hit.
Disadvantage though.
Is that with
Oh, true. I keep
we're doing what
forgetting.
we can to save your ass, Harley?
It's
Oh,
fine.
it's a 1. Oh nope, it rolled over to 19.
Okay.
Yep, you
damage.
hit me. Oh,
I hear the thump and go cool.
yay.
I will say you have time to determine whether or not the target you hit is making a sound like the Eye of the Deep or the sound like Arlie before you choose to use a spell slot.
You just
I
hear a
mean-
shark going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, do I hear a shark like groan or something?
My tail.
I mean, she can speak in animal shape,
Yeah.
so
Oh, okay.
I would say something like, "My tail. What the fuck?"
Well, hold on. What's my intelligence?
Average humans is like 8, so
Well, I'm just wondering if I'm smart enough to figure out that that was Dell, even though I heard that. I think I am, because I'm just at a 0, like not a negative. So I'll be like, "Oh, sorry."
What does your arrow? What damage does your arrow do?
it's only arrow damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
plus Rime Frost's.
Mm,
Does it not do like ice damage or something?
It does. It's a 1d6 ice damage.
Sharks are immune to cold, right? Right.
Okay, I rolled a 2. It's on the lower end.
Okay.
And a 5, unfortunately.
So
All right.
5 piercing, 5 cold.
Beautiful. That's great. Just great.
I just want to point out we have done more damage to Dell in this fight than the DM has.
Yes. No, actually, no. He's done a lot more damage.
I
Actually,
got 2 good pincer attacks
I
off.
healed. Yeah, and I healed
All right.
myself at some point.
okay,
So.
fair
I
enough.
want to point
just-
out,
oh.
I think that's Eventide's first arrow hit underwater.
It is. It is actually.
Oof.
Good job.
Friendly fire only.
How much did those claw hits hit you for?
I don't remember.
Like
I was gonna
19
say,
or
is that
something like that.
Oh, okay. Christ. Okay. It's just
I've taken a
for
lot.
whatever reason, hit point totals aren't being reduced.
On the shark, it won't. It should show on my thing in the combat log though.
Right. Okay.
I took her token off there to make it less confusing.
Yeah. All right, Lyra.
I hit in my turn. After yelling, "Oops, sorry."
Do you want to take another pot shot at a different spot? You've got extra attack.
That's true.
True.
Should I aim left or right?
No, I think like RP wise, my character would have like genuinely felt bad and just like flown around in spot, or swam around in spot in a circle, going sorry.
Sure.
So I think that's what she would have done.
Just hand
The
your
next
poke-
up would be Lyra.
Oh my goodness.
Being completely blind and unsure of which direction to go, I'm like,
Well, you hear a lot of screaming over this way.
Yeah,
I know,
you
I'm like-
heard me yell about my tail.
Torque? Total Marco Polo moment. Torque?
Get over this way.
This way?
This way.
This way. And I bump into, I'm gonna assume I bump into Eventide. Not this way. Torque? This isn't Torque, this is Wings.
That's fine. Keep coming.
Sorry, Eventide. I push through her, or past her. Hold on, how many spots have I gone? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can double move, so we're good so far. I'm literally just ambling until I can bump into Torque.
Keep going.
I'm assuming at this point I could probably feel Torque.
Sure.
So bump, ka-dunk. Okay. Okay. Can somebody help me see things?
It's not there. That's Dell. Don't hit that.
Well, that's Torque. I know that's Torque. Conk conk as I'm knocking on him. And then it's a con save. Is that right? Sweet Jesus, please help me. 17. You're muted.
That's enough. You're not blind.
Huzzah!
16.
Torque, you're good luck. I can see. I can't do anything now, but I can see. There we go.
And that would bring us to Virgil.
Like a dumbfire torpedo, Virgil is just following the noise that is being made and goes 40 feet this way, head first into, I'm assuming, the side of Torque. You just hear a clunk.
No, I am facing left, so you just ran into Torque's ass.
So, like Mark Sanchez against the Patriots, I butt fumble into the back of Torque and go, "Ah, this is where you are. I will again take the dodge action."
He's
attempt
good
to
luck.
save. Yeah, and I will attempt to save one more time with a +2 to whatever this roll is. I disagree. He's garbage luck.
It's because your head's up his butt.
I cannot see. It is dark here. Yeah, I might have actually got my vision back, but I'm just like wedged in Torque's like mechanical ass
Remove your
crack.
face from my ass.
Like, he's gonna come out, Virgil, he's just gonna have like some brown engine oil on his nose.
And next up would be Glimmer.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to pull out a wand and unload on this thing. I'm going to use 3 charges of my wand of magic missiles. That was 1, So I need 5 more. Is it not going to let me do that? Hold on. 5 plus 5. So 24 total force damage. Just auto hits.
I like how you only rolled 2s and 4s. Like, odd numbers weren't an option.
Yep.
He's definitely bloodied.
Cool. I'm gonna keep my distance still, and I don't have anything I want to use with my bonus action, so that'll be it for me. Turn.
And that brings us to Dell.
All right. Oh, I need to go back to select. There we go. I'll move over here. Move this guy over. It can give me a dex save.
My dex saves, it seems in general have either been amazing or terrible. That is an 8.
Yay! Good job. All right. That is 15 points of, I believe it's slashing damage. Yep, slashing damage. And then I'm going to try and bite it. So 13 to hit?
That is
No,
a miss.
14.
AC is
Because I have a
AC
plus
17.
1. Damn it. Alright, well, for me.
It's got thick crab-like armor plates.
Mhm.
And after Dell is Torque.
Alright, well, Torque can finally see it since the light wandered this way. So he's going to stab it. Recklessly. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is 24. Does lightning matter? Or is it just... Okay. Then I won't worry about pulling it out. Second attack. Hey, 15.
That is a miss.
Well, that's
AC
garbage.
17.
And that's it for me.
Does anyone here speak deep speech?
Negative.
Well, then it's gabbling something incomprehensible. And then its eye flashes again. I think everyone but Glimmer.
Probably.
Yep,
If
everyone
I'm
but
blind,
Glimmer.
can I see it?
You actually don't have to make a save. You're correct. You're still blinded.
Hey.
Oh, everyone but Glimmer and Virgil have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, so it's just the same thing again, but...
Yep.
And there's no, if you've already succeeded on this, you don't. Wow.
Well, you can't see it, so you don't have to make a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is not a once per 24 hours thing.
Is this
Pretty
for
sure I failed.
blind? Is this for the blind
It's-
effect again?
Yep.
Okay.
You can technically do it every single round. I'm just not being an asshole about it.
That's horrible.
I mean,
Like,
I'm being a little bit of an asshole about it.
yeah, normally attacks like that have like some kind of, if you've recovered from this or saved from it once, you can't be affected again for so long, but jeez. Guess that's what makes him dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm intentionally staying away because the row of eyes specifically has language about blinding effects.
When did rogues lose blind sense?
Oh,
They
shit.
get it
Do
later
I need
on.
to roll con save? Sorry.
Yeah, you do.
My brain turned off for a minute.
I think Lyra is the only one who's saved so far.
It's gone in 5.5.
I extra hard save.
So, Torque and Dell are now blinded. And it's going to add us on ruler. 1, 2, 3.
And take an attack of opportunity.
You're blind.
Me too.
I have blind sight.
You do. You can take an attack of opportunity.
And blind doesn't.
Does it not disable that?
It
No, blind.
gives you
In order
disadvantage.
to take an opportunity attack, you have to be able to see them.
Yeah, it's pretty sure you needed to see them. Blind sense all along.
I'm very confused. What's the difference between blind sight and blind scent?
Well, you have blind sight, so you can sense it with something other than eyes, so you can make the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But to make an attack of opportunity, you need to be able to see the target.
So I
Blind
can't.
sight is essentially you are Daredevil. Blind sense is you know things are around you even though you can't see.
Okay.
You can see it with blind sight. You can't see it with regular vision.
I see. Oh my god. Well, doesn't matter.
Boop. Flash, and then he's going to eye ray Glimmer because Glimmer hasn't been touched. Oops, I need a Constitution saving throw, Glimmer.
Bad again. 12.
How about 16 cold damage?
Okay, and
His face
then
dropped.
need to make an unnecessary con save for my pass without a trace that does nothing. I've rolled 3 12s in a row for con saves.
Consistency.
Whatever. I am, for some reason, keeping pass without a trace up. So
And that brings us to the top of the round with Eventide.
Okay. I can't see it again.
Yeah, ran away.
Wait, did
10, 15,
did Glimmer, not Glimmer, did Eventide save on the blind?
Yeah,
Wow.
I rolled a net
I
20.
mean, you can't see it, but you did see a blue ray come from like over this away.
Yeah. Probably saw it like swim that direction.
You should see it run away around this big pillar in the middle here.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move here. Apologize to Arlie again, since I'm next to her. And then I guess I'm gonna shoot, like, here? Did that ping? It didn't look like it pinged.
I didn't see a ping, but I was looking away for a second.
There we go.
That is a rock wall.
Oh, okay. Where's... Oh, like here? Like here? Like here? Oh my god, why is it not pinging?
If you click in 2 slightly different locations, it doesn't ping.
Mm-mm. It's still not pinging. 2 squares to the left of the dead shark. Yeah.
Okay. What did you want to do there?
I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I did. 14.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. That's a miss.
Okay. Since I have a second attack, I would, like, the square directly below it, I'll try shooting there and see what happens.
That one there? Okay.
Yeah. $22.
That would have hit if there was anything there, and there was not.
Okay. Fair enough. That's my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Lyra.
Wunderbar. 15, 20. Oh, you're way the heck over there. Oh, Farfik Newton.
I mean, it is nearly dead.
You know what? Screw it. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna get right up in its business. I double moved, so I can't do anything.
Unless you have a bonus action of some kind, but
That's what I'm checking. That won't help. That really won't help. No, I have to all my bonus actions involve already hitting something. So, that'll be it.
okay. That brings us to Virgil. Who is muted.
I can't see anything still. I'm very confused as to what is going on. I'm like, can someone explain to me what is happening? I am very confused. Did Lyra make any noise when she went off in that direction?
Negative.
Then I am just going to, like, place a hand on Torque's back and take the dodge action. And attempt to do a straight con save with no bonus. Nope, I'm still blind.
And that brings us to Glimmer.
Hey, after having taken some of that frost damage, I feel like I'm like pulling some of the frost bits out of me, and I'm gonna shoot it back at the Eye of the Deep. As I cast Ray of Frost at it. Ooh, rough. 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay.
AC 17.
Bummer. Not what I wanted to have happen. So, yeah, I don't really. I don't have any bonuses to do, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Dell.
Okay. Over here. Oh, there he is. I am going to bonus action dismiss my bear, then recast it over here. So he can give me a dex save.
16?
Oh, let me double check. It is a save. Boo. Alright. What's distance? Oh, cool. I can get up to him though. Okay. Oh, hi, Lyra. Nice to see you there. I'm gonna try and bite him.
I want to pretend that I just I pat you on the back as you come up next to me.
Roll good. Is it rolling? It's rolling. That is not good. It's a 16 to hit, but still, I don't think that hits.
Just short.
God damn it. All right. Well, that's it. I moved. I did an action. I did a bonus action. Oh, can I save at the end of my turn for the blind?
Yep. Not that it's really hurting you, but yeah.
Yeah. 15, 17 with her plus
That's
2.
enough.
Hey.
It's DC 16. And
Cool.
that brings us to Torque.
Can I assume that I would have heard it Zoidberg away?
Yes.
Okay.
And you've heard other conflicts, so you know that it's roughly up this way.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is what?
This up here, this fish eye
It's a
thing?
swarming school of fish.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that icon before, and I was just like, wait, what?
They look really bitey, but they also look like they're freaked the fuck out about what's going on in this cave. So
So I am double moving up in the direction that I heard things, using my bonus to maintain rage. Yay, and I'm not blind anymore. And that's my turn.
and that means it's its turn. It's going to shift out of its stupid bear a little bit, at least. I think it's still in it, but it can't get any further. And then it's going to try and eat Lyra. As Lyra looks small and devourable. And with a nat 1 and a 4 for a total of 9 to hit, it is definitely not doing any of that crap.
Can't touch this. Na-na-na. Na-na. Can't touch this.
And it's very frustrated, so it's going to I-beam Lyra, because she's right there. It's angry.
Okay.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
12.
DC is 14, so that's a fail. Ooh, big damage. 18 cold damage.
Okay.
And that's its turn.
Is it? It's still on the within 10 feet of my bear.
It's still within 10 feet, so it has to make another dex save.
Yep.
Watch this kill it. That's a fail.
Please. Oh, yay! All right. Let's see. That'll be 19 slashing.
It does kill it.
Hey!
It's 17 health left the whole time.
I'm gonna once it dies, I'm gonna bite it and thrash it around some. You were frustrating.
Out of curiosity, does blind immediately go when it dies, or is that still an ongoing thing?
It's still going to be an ongoing effect because it's not magically on there. It's it was literally just a physical bright flashback effect, basically. But it
Well,
does expire after a minute, if nothing else.
I was gonna say, well, everyone's over there congratulating it. I don't know if you've ever seen. There's a really old episode of The Simpsons where everyone rushes out of school and there's some little kid left hanging on the bars. She's like, "Hello, I'd like to come down now." I'm just gonna be like, "Is everyone okay? What's going on?"
I was gonna say, if needed, I could always transfer back to Goblin and lesser restoration you.
No. It goes within a minute. There's 50
Okay.
seconds left on it.
Yeah, you just sit there and rub your eyes a little bit until the vision comes back. And we're already getting pretty late. Do you guys want to deal with looting and all of that on this, or do you want to wait until next week to finish all that up?
We could do that next week, I think.
Yeah,
If everybody's
so
okay
I've
with that.
been hanging on.
Yeah.
I have to be unloading a van in 5 hours.
Yeah, so we'll leave that for next week. We'll call it here.
Those of us in the States, are you guys good knowing Thursday is Thanksgiving with us having it Saturday?
Oh. So we'll be driving back for my parents on Saturday. So hopefully, yeah, I'm good. But it depends on how that trip goes.
I
It's always
am
iffy.
questionable. It's post-show week and it's also Dickensian at the weekend, so I would like to say I will be here, but I may also be face planted into a pillow.
Fair enough.
I will let you know that weekend. Also, enjoy Turkey Fest Day, you wayward colonials.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I will be done with family things, so I'll be good.
Groovy. Okay.
And my Thanksgiving was a month ago, so I'll definitely be around.
Yes. I'm
We
excited
don't
to
have
have a week off.
Could always do 2 Thanksgivings.
No.
So
I
we're
literally, I'll throw this out there. I pulled an 11-hour day in the bakery yesterday,
Oh.
doing 11 dozen sweet dinner rolls and 9 dozen sourdough dinner rolls,
Oh,
and
wow.
12 pies, and 2, 4, 8 apple crumbles.
Ooh,
I'm
yum.
kind of sad we don't have anything like that over here. Like, we have Christmas Day dinner, but that's it. Like, there is no variation of Thanksgiving in the UK.
Just start one. Call it Friendsgiving. And you're
Yeah.
I know, but it's the idea. It's like, because this year, for like the first time ever, my brother is hosting Christmas, him and his wife, which is like really special because he's never done it before.
good. So is that good special or scary
No,
special?
good special, because we know his wife is like the most organized woman in history. She is a godsend to our family.
Love
Ah,
it.
She organized my mum's 70th birthday, so
Love it.
yeah.
nice.
No, she's an absolute master. We've already got the menus and such, and so it's my brother, his wife, my mum, my stepdad, me, my nephew, his fiance, and their 2 kids.
There you go.
And it might also be her children. I don't know yet. But
I took the initiative and in post asked Sill's permission to do it. Basically, I decided I'm gonna like treat his mom to not having to cook or clean on Christmas. So we're
nice.
renting a fire hall for the family
Nice.
get together. Because like all the grandkids are coming together and the great grandbabies are coming together, and we're not fitting 24 people and 4 toddlers in her house.
No.
Sometimes
Her
that gets
2-bedroom
insane.
apartment.
My extended family, when we used to do big Christmases, I think the final year when we called it quits on that, it was I think 34 people in one person's house. Like we literally we had the table, like we had tables lined up next to each other that stretched from like their normal dining room all the way through the living room. I think it was like 6 tables long.
Yeah.
That's
That
one
used to
giant
be
table.
Yeah, it used to be Christmas at my grandparents'. It used to be that every year. Then after my granddad died, my mum's sister took that over, and she still had everybody, but she also had her husband's side of the family as well. So there was a ridiculous amount of people there. And now her daughter's taken that over, and she lives around the corner from my brother. So we'll like go there for an hour, but for the meal we'll be at my brother's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do not miss my ex's Thanksgivings, which were 120 people every
Yep.
year.
That's
That's
crazy.
yes, that was my
That's-
family.
It was
That's too much.
overwhelming.
I had the only time I've ever been in a gathering that big was my mum's 70th birthday, and that was too many people for me.
It's like
Yeah.
holding a wedding levels of.
Uh-huh. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
We're sitting at 19 people on Fridays when we're celebrating, and that's
A lot.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah, ours
Yeah.
are gonna be 10 or less.
I
Nice.
think our official head count is 23.
I just love this
Might be
idea of
24.
just having a few people that you actually care about. It doesn't have to necessarily be family, but a few people you care about, a lot of food, and then a semi-decent professional game of football on TV afterwards, because Thursday games are usually awful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know how much you guys know about like, I'm gonna just say the stereotypical Mormon families. We're not small.
No.
My mom is one of 8 children. I'm one of 6.
Wow.
My mom's side of the family, all of them except for 2 of the kids had at least 4 children. By the time I came around, half of the first batch of kids had their kids also. So like literally like we're packing into my grandma's like Cape May style house 100 some people.
That's insane.
It was the best. The
Yeah.
best. The entire living room got turned into a dining room. Tables of pies everywhere. Like time of
I assume
my
people
life.
brought stuff with them as well and wasn't
Oh,
like...
absolutely.
Yeah, it
I
was like
don't
a massive
mean to
Jacob Jones.
interject. Are we done for the night so I could head out?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're just
Okay.
chatting.
See you guys next week. Oh well, just my Frogger's waiting on me to come
No,
heal
you're
him.
good.
So wish us luck. We're still working on Saladar.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump as well. As much as I love these
Sorry,
concepts, I've
just
got to be up in
toast.
5 hours.
No,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
good.
All right.
Alright.
Good.
Thanks for a
Hey,
great
guys.
game tonight, Enders, and I will see you all hopefully next weekend. I will let you know.
All right.
Night, y'all.
Bye.
Night, everyone.
And with that, we are done for the evening. I will be back on Tuesday. I am raiding with Relentless. I don't want your water. Edamame Enterprise is on hiatus through the end of the expansion. So, unless they get together to do some achievement runs or something like that, I will be just raiding Tuesday, Thursday with Relentless. So I'll be back for that Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, as always, thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out, and have a great night.